Hello, everyone. This is your friend Corey with Mighty Mushroom or a Mighty Mushroom on Instagram. Today we are doing another reseller story show. It's been a while since we've done one of those shows. I want to welcome Jenny. Hi, Jenny.
Hello. How's everyone?
There's nobody here yet, but they'll be here
Oh,
very, very
cool.
shortly. They'll all funnel in. So she's
Nice.
at Goodwill and Chill, and tell us a little bit about yourself and how to find you on the internet spaces.
All right. So my name is Jenny. Like Corey said, I go by Goodwill and Chill. You can find me on Instagram. That's my username, Goodwill and Chill. And you can also find me on YouTube through my Instagram name, which is Goodwill and Chill.
Awesome. And so you're mainly a Poshmark seller, is that right?
Yes, I've been on Poshmark since about it was like late 2012, early 2013.
Okay.
Was the
So
first
that is that
time.
early in the game
That's
for
early in the
Poshmark?
game. Yeah, because
Okay.
Poshmark was founded in 2011. So that's pretty early in the game. I remember I downloaded the app and I shopped around on it, but I didn't end up buying anything and I didn't end up selling anything till about 2013, 2014 when I got the crazy idea that I could flip stuff because my husband was like flipping stuff on Craigslist and on yeah, it was mainly on Craigslist. So I was like, well, I like clothes, so I can probably flip stuff too. And so I started doing that. And I've just been on and off. But this most recent like iteration of me selling on Poshmark, I've been going strong for over a year now, about a year and change. And that's when I really decided to like go professional with it, like be serious about it, be serious about tracking my numbers, obviously. Um, Good evening. Uh-oh, Siri, shush. Tracking my numbers, paying my taxes, just being a professional like business rather than just like someone selling stuff out of their own closet or whatever.
Got it. Got it. So what did the platform make it so that you were comfortable? Was the style of the platform or the way the platform operated, as opposed to like eBay or Amazon
Yes,
or Craigslist? Was there like something special about the platform that like drew you in to make that commitment?
definitely. Yeah, there definitely was because the way I saw it as like a shoppable Instagram, which no one has really come close to doing. And I'm like, maybe I should do that because there's really nothing that's like exactly like a shoppable Instagram. But I was already comfortable and very I don't know, I was good at Instagram ever since back then. And so like um since that was very similar to Instagram, I was like, all right, I got this. You basically make something look cool and then someone comes and agrees with you and you guys end up exchanging money for goods. So
Yeah, I like how you're describing it because it's like very concise and it's interesting. So I've never sold anything on Poshmark. Um, I started selling on eBay in around the year 2000. I started selling on Amazon in about 2010, and I'm like that salty old reseller who's young. You know, the salty
right.
old picker that they
But you've been
talk
doing
about.
it
That's me.
forever. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Are you drinking
So
beer?
yeah,
Nice.
it's it's actually it's iced tea,
Oh, nice.
but it's spelled Beer.
Okay. Nice.
Okay, so in your opinion, like what is Poshmark? Like if you were to describe Poshmark in like one sentence, what is it?
That's kind of tough, dude. Let me see. Poshmark is an online marketplace for fashion.
Okay.
And that's the most basic I can make it.
Yeah.
Because that's basically all you can sell on there. You can sell fashion or you can sell like makeup if it's new, but it's still related to fashion. You can sell shoes. Shoes is fashion. Handbags are fashion. So it's just a fashion marketplace. There's no hard goods, at least not yet. There's no electronics, at least not yet. Um, like you can't even sell. At least you're not supposed to sell perfume and like stuff like that. So
Okay.
If you're into fashion and you're not on Poshmark, you should probably look into it. I mean, it's free to start, so
Interesting. So I signed up for a closet or
right.
whatever, but I got kind of sidetracked doing other things. So it's right now it's really hard for me to add another platform
I understand.
because of the move that's occurring and some other things. But I love the idea of having like platforms that are more geared towards specific buyers who are looking for specific things and are trading in a specific fashion.
Yeah,
So that's why, like when you mentioned how it works before, I really think that's, I mean, it sounds amazing. Now I've seen your obviously I've seen your Instagram
right.
too, and you're put together quite well, you know, like,
Well, I curated, but here's the thing, like I went back and earlier this month I deleted like over 500 posts manually because there is no like way. Oh my gosh, dude. Part of what makes Instagram great is that they're so like reluctant to change. A change comes so slowly, but one of those things that they haven't integrated yet is like mass deletion of anything, of content. And so I had to go through each post and I'm like, okay, I wanted to make sure, like, because I've been focusing on the last few months on, you know, what was that? God? Is that you? Okay. You heard
what?
that? Did you hear that?
No, no. Was
Was
it
that me?
Jesus coming down to give you a Cheeto?
Sorry. Sorry. No, I'm kidding.
Jenny,
Like,
nice to see you. Are you here?
what is that noise? It's probably like one of the 10,000 tabs I have open. So no one worry about me.
It's the thrift shop hustler
Oh,
trying
he's
to.
here. What up, TSH?
He's not here. He's trying to get in. He just said that was
Mm.
him sending a message saying he's trying to get in. You know, but at 30 minutes, I'll post the link and then you can jump in that
Cool.
way.
Yeah, so
But
I deleted all that stuff because I've been like focusing on creating quality content. Like if I don't have anything of value that I can present in reasonably short form, then I'm just gonna shut up until I do have that to present
yeah,
and to put out there. So
yeah. I'm trying to also like I'm trying to contribute like one live video a day and like dedicate that space on Insta, like that time space on Instagram to produce one like stream of thought. It's weird. It's like Evilus is trying to jump into your spot. It's like there's this weird glitch happening. It's really weird. He was just superimposed in front of you.
who?
Evilus is Chris, their shop hustler.
Oh, okay. I was like,
There's some he's having some there's some launch issue going on here, but
oh, okay.
we'll figure it out in a second. Providing I really like the live. I like the live format because you can't hide from live. Okay, you
Yeah,
cannot pretend to be something you are not live for a very long period of time. I don't think
yeah,
so. If you go through all of the videos that I've produced, probably you know 30 times 100 hours, you get a pretty good idea of like trends and stuff. I mean, if you were trying to find some anomaly, you could do that because it's not edited, right?
right.
So I love the YouTube or the Instagram live video, and I really like um, interacting live with somebody else and playing off of them, and that addition was really cool
Yeah.
too.
Oh, yeah, dude. That was definitely needed. And like I've seen people, I mean, really use that to like skyrocket themselves and like position themselves in whatever industry where I don't know, it's just like a great tool to use. I don't use live very often because I am almost eternally like surrounded by dog barking and baby crying and it's just it's not professional. Like it's awful. I mean, I can handle it, but I don't want to like subject other people to it. So
Yeah, I mean you're very good live. You have good flow. Like you can present an idea very like quickly and intelligently, which is
oh, thank you.
very appreciated. That's what I noticed about you initially when we were talking, even though we were drunk at the party there. Like, wow,
Yeah.
you're pretty smart. Not pretty smart. You seem very intelligent,
I
and
mean, thank you.
yeah, I also liked your jacket,
Ah, sick. That thing
which
is sick.
I know
You know,
you
actually, I was gonna wear a vintage like blue cachet one. It was very similar, except it was, you know, like this bright cobalt blue, and it sold. I had it for like a month, and I was like, I'm gonna wear this jacket. And no, dude, like 2 days before we left, that jacket sold, and I was like, oh, I could hold off shipping on it technically, but just give the person what they bought. And
Yep. So the exact same thing happened to me. I had a Gucci, like an awesome Gucci tie from the 80s. The same pattern, that red pattern that's on the little bag in one of your pictures. I think you have like a
yeah,
little,
yeah,
it's that, but it's a tie.
it's
And
awesome.
that's Gucci from the 80s, right? Something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
80s. So I picked up a tie. I was it appeared to be, it had the tags on it, but it was like somebody kind of like reattached the tag. It looks like they wore it and like kind of reattached the tag
Dude,
somehow.
listen, old Gucci, the thing about old Gucci is that to me, until I was around enough of it, to me, it always looked fake. It always felt fake. It always,
It
but it
feels
was
fake.
like, it feels fake, but it was legit. But
Yeah.
yeah, but like if I use like standards that are like, I guess
It would
modern
apply to
piece,
Louis Vuitton. Yeah,
yeah,
like
like modern piece authentication standards to like old Gucci, like it would not pass. Like it would not.
the
It's like
quality is not that good
no, it's
for
not.
luxury items.
It's not. At least not
It's fun.
Gucci, and they've been in the game for a while, dude. Like
Well, this tie was really good quality. I was planning to wear it to the party, and it sold the day before. It sold on Saturday, and it was hilarious because I picked it. I had this weird theory about like physically like cuddling your inventory. If you go and
yeah,
cuddle it a little bit, it'll sell. So I pick up the tie. I kind of like I put a Windsor knot in it, and I
ah,
size it all up. You know what I'm saying? Like I make it look real good.
yeah.
Roll it back up, put it in the bin. Walk over to the other office, and it sold. And it
Wow.
was like the weirdest coincidence. Like
I'm writing that down. Cuddle the inventory. I have a similar kind of thought. Like I don't know. Like but mine is you just got to really like what you're selling because like if you don't like it, I mean, odds are someone might buy it, but like if you really love something, you're like, man, this thing's badass. Like I'm so happy I found this. Like I feel like that's the stuff that like flies off the shelf.
yeah, yeah. I mean, when it's kind of weird. Like so, like take like States Crates where she was like touching every piece of inventory and like going from that step to the next step where you're not even gonna look at it.
Yeah.
Like that's a crazy step, especially for like a picker because you had total control over all of your inventory at one point, and
Yeah.
then a very close point after you did not.
Yeah, dude, but I feel like I met her team the next morning after the party. I met Nicole's team, and she's got a solid group of people working for her. But I feel like, she's in a complete different, she's like she's just started off like this new venture. And I feel like she's also like learning her role. Like that's no longer her role. Like now she's a seat, like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like now her role is more like she has to choose people and like bring people um, into her company that are gonna make good decisions in her name. You know what I mean?
oh, absolutely. Oh, I'm just using that as an example,
Oh no, for sure.
like
But like,
of
dude,
like you just all of a sudden like
I know
you're
it's a big shift. It's a big mental shift. Like
yeah,
you got to be super confident that
you
you
can't
know.
cuddle your inventory anymore. Well, you got
I
to go
know.
out there and like rub your booty on it. You got to do a little dance in the
Yeah,
inventory
dude.
room, a
But
little
now
rain
that
dance.
yeah, I think I still feel like rain dances happen at that level, but like now you're like rain dancing for a contact. Like you're rain dancing for like someone who can like provide you goods that will come to you rather than like you having to go out and like hunt. Like
Yeah.
the prospecting aspect is completely different. Rather than you digging in a bin, you're like networking, and I don't know, man. It's crazy. I'm so glad I got some, a little bit over time that day to like talk with her because it was really interesting.
Yeah, she's been a great business contact. It's been a great business contact, and it's been great. She's been on the show here a few times, and always provided like really good insight. There she is.
Yay! Look at her.
What's
Just
up,
talking
dude?
about you.
I'm still at
We
work.
were we were talking about actually what we were talking about is cuddling your inventory.
I'm tired. Hey, you guys want to review stores?
Yes.
That's what I'm doing right now. It's really fun.
Can I unmute myself now?
Yeah, I was
Aww.
hoping you would at some point.
Why
I
You
just
muted me. I
She
thought I
was.
was in timeout.
why they
No, I just wanted to introduce our
No, it's
our
fine.
guest.
I'm just gonna go.
No, don't go.
Oh, this is full now.
Oh, look,
Chris,
now
how
it's
are
a
you
party.
doing? Nicole, how are you doing? How are both of you?
I'm
Good.
selfieing. What up? Okay.
So you're reviewing stores right now? Why aren't you? Is it kosher to like screen share and review stores live?
I don't know, actually. Probably not because they paid me.
Yeah.
That's okay. We can
Yeah.
continue to talk about Poshmark.
Yeah, dude.
So we're talking about Poshmark, and everybody does like the 3-tip kind of thing. I'm just gonna get through these questions, and then we can talk about whatever
Okay.
the hell we
Cool.
want to. So for somebody like me, so I have thousands of listings on eBay. About 1,000 of those listings are fashion items. I really, when I looked at the way that you were dressed at the party, I was like, that's the fashion that I like. Like
Hell
I
yeah.
thought like you had a pop fashion that was really awesome.
Thank
And then
you.
after I kind of like, I actually didn't know who you were because I had never seen any posts by you before.
Right.
And then I kind of got to look through your Instagram, and I was like, yeah, that's cool stuff. That's the stuff I like. So like before the tips, like, do you think sourcing for Poshmark is like way different than sourcing for eBay, or like how are you finding the items that have a high enough average sale price on Poshmark and are fashionable enough to have the throughput to like do it professionally?
So to condense it as easy as I can, it's either going to be classic things. So like something that doesn't age or barely ages over time, like a leather jacket. You know, like a motorcycle leather jacket. You know, that's pretty ageless. That's something that keeps coming back, or like an army jacket, like a camo jacket or something like that. So either classic items or like crazy, not like crazy vintage. I feel like the crazy vintage does not do well on Poshmark. If you have crazy, insane, like Victorian, Edwardian type stuff, like that needs to go on Etsy or eBay. Like people on Poshmark are not really there to look for that. I'm not saying you wouldn't sell. I'm just saying that that's not your main audience for those items.
So yeah, it seems like eBay is kind of missing the boat on these like 18 to 27-year-olds, or
Yeah.
there was an age range that Nicole gave me or gave us before that they're just missing the boat on, and Poshmark is hitting that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel they are. So if it's like I said, if it's trendy, or if it's like a classic piece or it's vintage, but it's not like old lady type vintage, or if it's like just something that's really trendy, like it doesn't even have to be a brand. It just has to be cool looking. And the burden of proof lies on you that it's cool. Like you have to show it and present it at like, hey, this is really fucking cool. Sorry, this is really cool.
You can use the F word. This is a late night show.
And,
Can we?
Yeah.
Can we?
Yes.
Nice.
Just sparingly, and not
Okay.
in a fashion that could be offensive to any specific group. It should either be offensive to everyone or not offensive to everyone.
So you're gonna ration it out for me? Just like give me some tickets, I can stamp them.
I'll give you some. Some cryptocurrency fuck coins.
Wow. Yes.
All right. So yeah. So Posh is like, is Poshmark easier to make a purchase? Because I don't like PayPal. Okay. Like if I
Really?
could never use PayPal again, that would be the best day ever.
That's what my husband says, and I don't understand why. Like, it's so easy. Is it because you don't trust someone with your banking info, or?
No, it's just because it's not relevant in the current internet space. It's like it just, I mean, I understand that people are just punching in their credit cards and I'm using PayPal as a processor, but
Right.
it's still too much time. It needs to be way faster than that. Like eBay should have one button checkout, like one
Oh,
click checkout.
like eBay
Yes, I want
does?
it.
Like
eBay
or not
does that.
eBay,
Amazon.
like Amazon does. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, if I want to, I've never ordered anything on Poshmark, so I probably should have done that before I started this show.
Well, on Poshmark, you can pay through PayPal if you're shopping from like a desktop computer, like not a portable device. Um, and then when you're shopping like through your phone, your entire thing is connected to eBay. So you can do that, or you can pay with whatever balance you have on there, which I think like if you have a balance, it's going to come out of your balance before they take it out of PayPal.
So trending back to like Poshmark and how to get started. You really want things that are, for me, like right now, like the Tommy Hilfiger, the box logo
Yeah,
stuff. Gucci has like, I don't know where Gucci came out of the back of
I
the
know.
closet from, but
I
it's
know.
here, and so those things aren't easy to. They're not the easiest things to find.
They're not, dude, but I feel like we live in such a cool part of the country where it's like it's moderately available. Like you don't have to like really dig for hours and hours to get something cool. Just because we live in a part of the country that's like cool, dude. We've been cool for a long time, and like uh and
Number one.
yeah. People over here have been dressing crazy all along. Um
I agree.
so there's just cool stuff out there. Like, but I mean it's also depending on like what part of the country you're from. Like I had to stop Poshmark for almost 2 years because I couldn't find anything cool, man. Like where I lived, the thrifting really sucked. Like it sucked badly.
Like
It
whereabouts
was
was
in
that?
South Texas. It
Oh
was in
yeah,
South Texas. It was awful. And
it's
I
all
had
Walmart clothing and stuff like that,
well,
right?
no, there's a lot of wealthy people, but it's just like they weren't donating their stuff. But now had I like had the time at the time and I had like health issues and stuff and I was pregnant. So if I would have like gone to garage sales and like gone to estate sales, it would have been a completely different story. Because my parents they typically pick and sell to people that they know. But they don't like sell on they don't like sell on eBay or anything, but they find incredible stuff. They also pick pawn shops. Pawn shops are amazing down there, but thrift stores not so much.
Yeah, here we do have excellent pawn shops in the Portland area for
Really?
sure. And yeah, I've built relationships with several of the actual owners of those pawn shops. And but the problem is the average buy price is just way higher than estate sales, garage
Yeah.
sales, and thrift stores. You can find really high quality stuff, definitely. And sometimes like I'll go in and one of the guys who I know will be there, and they'll just be like, Corey, come here. Like, here's a pile of stuff. This is what I want for it. What will you pay
Yeah.
for it?
Yeah,
Awesome.
those are the types of relationships my parents have with pawn shop owners and stuff like that. Like she just right before we were on the phone or we got on the computer, my mom was like video chatting me. She was like, just bought a bunch of gemstones. I'm like, oh my God. She's all, I just bought a bunch of gem working equipment. I'm like,
I got some magic beads. Let's do this.
I got
yeah.
some magic beans. I'm gonna water them, and there's gonna be a vine, and we're all gonna go
She was
killing
all, dude, check out this
giants.
opal. I was like, oh my God, mom. Like,
Are
yeah.
there 3 tips you could give to an eBay seller, like an old school eBay seller like myself,
Yes.
an Amazon seller? Are there like 3 tips you could give me to get started on Poshmark and actually make some traction?
Yes. Be cool. Like, be as cool as you can be. Like,
Easy.
Poshmark wants you to be cool. It wants your attention. It wants your interaction. So as long as you can like be cool, feed it some attention, you know, like, follow, and share stuff on Poshmark. You're gonna be okay, man. And just follow the thing. Like people are typically not looking for like excuse me, for like staple pieces and stuff. Like sometimes they might, but like they're looking for that cool thing, dude.
That non-typical unique piece. That's like
they're looking
100%
for,
of what I sell.
they're looking for something cool. They're looking for or something that's like trendy. Like, dude, honestly, like, or they're looking for something designer.
Got it. Do you think there's like the ability to create trends, like using platforms like Poshmark to actually produce trends, like having a big enough following?
You know, that's actually a theory that I have that I'm gonna start putting into play here in the next month. I'm gonna start incorporating just more like basically model shots, which I've not been like. I started off Poshmark doing that, and then when I went professional, I decided to like not do it, and then but now I'm at a point where I'm like, you know what? I have the time for this. Like and the time that I spent on this is probably going to be time well spent. So I'm going to try it to see, you know, what kind of traction I can gain, like just presenting kind of weird fashion ideas. But I mean, what really isn't out there yet? You know what I mean? Like
Beanie Baby hats.
I know.
Gotta get on it.
It's not, I mean, the fashion trend isn't about making a new product. It's about taking like a product stream that's not being like used and like being like, wow, there's like in my town or in my city or in my state, there's like gold printed shirts everywhere. They're free. Find a way to make people want this shit. Like that's what I'm talking about.
Oh my God. That's
like Hawaiian shirts.
Find a way to make people want this shit is my motto, dude. It's like what I tell myself every morning. I'm like, find a way to make people want the shit you have.
I think it would take a celebrity to really swing a trend, because you need basically millions of eyes on something, and then want millions of people to literally want to dress a certain way. That's usually how trends work. Is someone sees it, they like it, and then it just snowballs. It usually takes like a celebrity to do something like that.
Yeah. So the current, or I don't know if it's past, is the Hawaiian shirt trend over, or is it going to come back in spring?
I haven't seen, I mean, florals always do come back every spring, but from what I've seen so far, like some of the like fashion shows that have happened as of yet with like their lines, I have not really seen that, but I don't know. Those are technically florals, and those Rain Spooner shirts happen to do very well on eBay. So I don't know, maybe in dad fashion.
Well, I mean, did you see Balenciaga's new shoe, like the dad shoe that has like the heel that's
insane. Like, yeah, dude. They like look dirty.
They look like your grandmother's
I know.
shoes.
I was like looking at buying an it's not like a knockoff, but it's very much made in the same style. It's like a sock shoe with that big gross freaking foam posit like bottom part. And then I was like, this is awful. Why am I looking at this? And sure enough, I was like, oh, it's the Balenciagas.
What are these called? I want to look these up right now. I'm so curious to see what you guys are talking about.
Balenciaga.
It's Balenciaga. Balenciaga.
Okay. I'll check it out.
Dad shoe. Look up Balenciaga. It's like $1,200, right?
Yeah, they're insane.
And then they've sold out and stuff, and then like they kind of latched onto that dad shoe trend. So I wear Air Maxes, okay?
I love Air Maxes. Yeah.
They're dad shoes. I mean, they have the high backs, a ton of like exposed foam. Really, really awesome shoes. Like the reason there's just so much Nike here. I don't really buy anything new. Everything that I wear is, I don't thrift socks and I don't thrift drawers.
Those are some good boundaries though, dude. Those are safe boundaries.
Yeah, like I don't want my butt touching anybody else's butt that I'm not aware whose butt I'm touching. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean,
dude, my husband one day, he was like, I was like, oh, check out these sweet pants I got from the thrift store. And he like took like a Paul Rudd line from some random movie. He's like, why do you want to be wearing walking around wearing pants someone else farted in, and I'm like, oh,
That's a good point.
that's true.
That's a great point.
It like took years for me to get that out of my head. Like I would always come into the thrift store and I'm like, dude, someone has farted in each and every one of these things. But
My gosh. Let me see here. Control C, Control V. So I just posted the link to this open forum. We're going to continue talking here. I'm going to shut up probably after about 2 more questions. I'm really interested in selling on Poshmark, and that's why I'm kind of asking about it. I didn't ask you to come on the show because of Poshmark or because I just invited you because I think you're cool.
that's cool.
But I kind of like went through your social media profile and after because, I mean, I had met you for like, an hour probably, or whatever.
I could have been some like crazy like.
I was just really impressed by the layout of your Instagram. It was really professional and concise, and it looks like it took some time.
Thank you.
And there's some respect there. It's cool. I like it. I really
Thank
like
you.
it.
That's like part of the package though. Like I am trying to be professional in the things that I create, whether that's like stuff for Poshmark or stuff for Instagram. I spend about an hour on each Instagram post, you guys. Like, and I'm serious. And it's because it's like content that I'm like actually creating, and it's not like Nicole's like, what? Yeah, man, I'm not that like ad-libby. Like I'm not.
But why don't you just like Instagram is supposed to be
Up Nicole's volume.
Yeah, I'm going to try to do that.
Am I broken?
No, your volume's low.
Yeah, your
Just
volume's
quiet.
low. Try now.
No.
That's as loud as I can make it.
Dang.
It should be good.
What's wrong with my phone? Well, anyway, my point is that Instagram is supposed to be just like a snapshot.
It is, but like, I just feel like there's so many people that are like doing the thing that's already like there that the whole scene can afford to lose, one person like to doing something a little bit different. But just because, I don't know, man, because I feel like I don't really have, I don't know, I just kind of, I like the idea and I enjoy like curating content. Like I enjoy it. Like my YouTube things are usually, I mean, I've done a couple live things, but like it's usually like stuff that I pre-film and then I edit. I enjoy doing it. And yeah, that's basically it. Like, I don't know, because I feel like otherwise it'd be really hella boring because like my days are either like so busy and fast that like I don't have time to like, hold on, let me freaking get something. Let me get a pic real fast. Like I really don't, dude. I'm usually like, I'm doing so much during the day that like it would just be boring. I would never post anything.
What's your YouTube channel's name?
It's Goodwill and Chill.
Okay, check it out.
I've not posted a video in several months, dude. But
Is that the source of most?
they're coming.
They're coming for you.
Yeah.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Yeah.
Are you like? Does your stuff come from Goodwill mostly? Are you finding this stuff at Goodwill?
Actually, no.
Okay.
Not even close. The stuff that I find at Goodwill actually goes to the RealReal because it's like high-end stuff. It's like Balenciaga stuff, like stuff that is so high-end that I would not even try to do it on Poshmark because like super, super high-end, like unless it's like Louis V or Chanel, dude, it's gonna sit for a while. Like, so the stuff that I find that's crazy, if it hasn't, when I used to sell on eBay, I'm not selling on eBay right now, but when I used to sell on eBay, I'd give it a fair shot at eBay. And then if it didn't sell on eBay after like an earnest attempt, it was going to go to the RealReal, and it's sold every single time. I think there's only like 2 things on there that haven't sold in a while, and I'm about to ask for those back.
Kayla's been doing kind of a RealReal experiment.
Yeah.
Lately, eh?
I've started it, yeah. I was really excited that this $500 Burberry jacket
That was
sold.
amazing. I saw that.
But then I noticed that they sold it as a men's jacket, and it's not a men's jacket.
Well,
like there's a tag on the inside pocket that says ladies. Like it's definitely not a men's jacket.
They might get a return request, but the thing with the RealReal, like they want you to pay shipping back. And so that's why like a lot of return requests don't actually end up happening, I feel.
Oh.
When my items have had return requests, like they just die out.
Well, I emailed my little consultant person and she's been amazing.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I saw that this sold and I was super excited. I don't know if you guys have shipped it yet, but just an FYI, it's definitely not a men's jacket. So she goes, oh, I'm going to send this to the returns department and see what they have to say about it. So
they'll probably do the right thing, dude. They're in the business of like handling like super high-end stuff. So they're probably gonna do the right thing. At least tell the person.
Yeah. Their customer service has been fantastic. Like they have called me now twice just to be like, hey, your stuff is selling. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like just to like check in and like say, hey, what's up? How you doing? Have any questions? What do you need? What can we do for you? It's like a customer service that eBay doesn't even know about. Like
it's like concierge. It's, you know, they asked me if like they're like, well, how many high-end pieces do you have? Would you like to set up an in-home appointment?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, first of all, I live in the country, and like, secondly, like, you might think I'm like some rich old lady who like has this stuff, but like I'm definitely not that. So
you're like, this shit is not coming out of my closet. I found this at the bin.
I know, dude.
Cross
like
the moat to get to your house and everything.
I know exactly.
I'm going to chime in here just for 1 second. I had my first Vero claim ever this week, 2 days ago.
Ooh.
And it was on a Chanel scarf from the 60s. And I just don't see how it could be fake. So they gave me the email to write to Chanel. This email to write to Chanel to like fight the claim. I sent in pictures and I said, hey, like this is where I got it from and this is what it is. And I got an email back from them saying, sorry, I think we basically made an error. And then all of a sudden my eBay listing appeared back up on the site, like without me doing anything. It was really weird.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, so I won the Vero claim, so it doesn't go on my account. But okay, so this is the crazy part. Concierge service called me and they said, listen, you know, we noticed on your account that you've never had any Vero claims, you have no negative feedback, you have no defects. And she like said that and it was really weird. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I have that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
She's like Chanel, this company Chanel. Are you aware? It was funny how she
Are
asked
you
me,
aware of Chanel?
are you familiar
heard
with
of
the
them
company
before?
called? Yes, she asked me that. And I was like, well, I'm kind of selling their things, so I kind of understand. And then she sent me an email with the claim, and then she sent me an email that I had to respond to Chanel basically. But yeah, that was very strange. eBay concierge service is really good. If they could provide that customer service to all their customers, they would kill it.
Well, they can. It's called anchor support.
Thanks, eBay employee.
No, dude, you guys are paying so much for those anchor stores that like they better.
Like every penny, though.
It's worth every penny
for sure.
plus
I was
more.
gonna say they better freaking roll out the red carpet.
They do. It's really good.
Like you're not paying more than you should be. Like if you include everything that's included, like they will literally like print you, like, or not print you, but they will like pull reports for you like weekly if you call them. Like, hey, yo, I want this report every week. They'll be like, I guess we'll do it. Like they can do whatever. They're like your little what is it called? Like a personal assistant almost. If you
they're your concierges. Also, they communicate with other departments. So like I had a return problem. They called the return department and they put me into the loop. So we were all three communicating about this problem. And it's like, I want to be really, really like clear about this. I have pictures of when this item went out and when it came back. I actually have a video of myself opening this package. Somebody got something very expensive for me and they defrauded me. And I was just, that day, I was just like, I am not taking this today.
Yeah.
So I called and like, they like totally solved. I think that they refunded both of us, but it was a lot of money. For me, it was a lot of money. And maybe hopefully that customer doesn't exist anymore, but there was no way I would have gotten that resolution without the concierge service.
Wow.
They've just been really helpful. Like when there's a change, they call me. I don't always have time to talk to them because they call me at like the worst time usually.
Yeah.
Call me when I'm like packing orders or something. So
Yeah.
I usually like put it on speakerphone and try to let them do their job because I appreciate that. It's not that I don't appreciate it. Like I want to know what's going on. Like
and also you pay for that. So like, you know, it's like
weird.
it is like it's like paying for a gym membership and not using it. Like you better use all those benefits, dude. All those amenities.
I actually don't really use mine anymore.
Nicole, there's some kind of weird anomaly. Hold on one second.
There's like two Nicoles, like
Yeah,
one
there
in
are
the
two
present and one in the
Nicoles.
past.
I know. I don't want to kick one of them out though, because maybe it'll kick both of them out.
Yeah, that is a really strange glitch.
It's really weird. I've been having glitches all night. Chris, you were appearing over her face. Like when you were trying to come in, you were glitching out over her. We're gonna have to watch this. It was like your phantasmic meat body.
Yeah, we can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh, Kayla's there. Okay, good.
I don't
And
really
Nicole?
use my Anchor support, to be honest with you. I don't use it like I should.
Well, I mean, what more could you do? Let me turn your volume up again. Now I have two states places.
I can call other people.
They don't tell you what the capabilities are. You just have to figure them out, too. That's how eBay is a lot of the times. They're like, here is a red brick.
Yeah, and there's like so much you can do with it. You can literally like
help me build a house with this brick, please. Yeah. Like, help me do like I still don't know the capabilities of concierge service, but if you can afford it, you should definitely do it. You should get to the point where you have it. It is excellent.
Hell yeah, especially if you're like one of the, like a very serious eBay seller, you have like literally thousands of listings. I've seen several posts where like people do the math and like it ends up being, like Nicole said, it's not really that much more or really anything more than you're already paying in like listing fees for that many listings, dude.
Well, yeah, I mean, the question is like, is it? Yeah, below the anchor support level, it's like it might be hard to justify like making the leap,
Yeah.
But when you have to build your throughput, but yeah, I really like it. I don't know how we got on that tangent, but
no idea.
So Nicole is reviewing web pages, eBay stores for customers, and that's interesting. How many people asked you to review their stores?
I ended up with, I think I'm in the 50 range.
Whoa, that's a lot.
For tonight?
No, in general.
Oh, okay. It's like, dang,
that's
girl.
good.
Like 10 tonight. It's not bad. I've been sitting at my desk for almost 10 hours, so.
Oh my God.
Oh, jeez.
Well, nice to see you.
Move them legs, girl.
It was.
Don't get blood clots.
I've been literally doing nothing but customer service for 8 of those hours.
Oh.
It's a lot of
Holy moly.
Yeah.
Yeah, before you posted something customer service oriented, and I was like, I sent her a message saying, hey, if you need some customer service help, let me know. I think customer service is one of my strong points. I had to work in customer service for a little while.
Same here, dude. And when I first got my foot in the door at Apple, I was working customer service for them, and like they're so hardcore, dude. I feel like that's why their customer service is decent, dude. Because you have that company lives and dies by customer reviews or the surveys. As a customer service rep, when I was working for them anyway, like you had 3 shots, dude. You got 3 bad whatchamacalls and you were done. You were done at the company.
Wow.
So it was, yeah.
So I think customer service is the barrier to so many companies' growth. certain companies don't need great customer service, I guess, but I don't know of any of those companies. So like Uber, so I left I left an iPad in an Uber car, and I called somebody. I don't know. It was like I did a thing and it said call this number, and I called somebody and actually talked to a human being, and then they called the Uber driver, and I got the thing back, and it was really weird because I don't ever expect big companies to have good customer service. That's what, like, when you expect bad customer service, I always talk about like under promising and over delivering, and it's like if you expect bad customer service and you get awesome customer service, you're gonna be fucking stoked.
You'll be thrilled, dude.
Like, okay, so this person just emailed me right now. She's super upset, not happy with her crate. 2 out of 3 of the months she got were not what she liked. Blah. I'm not saying blah blah blah. That's rude. I'm just saying like yada yada yada.
Yeah.
Where'd you guys go? I can't see anyone.
We're here.
So, we're here for you.
Thrift shop hustler. I don't know shit.
I don't.
Thrift shop hustler's like,
I have too many tabs.
I just want to look at his background. He's got all these Christmas lights and stuff.
Where are you guys?
We're right here.
I'm just like the mascot. I'm just gonna sit here and smile.
Okay, so anyway, so yeah, so I am sending, like, I'm just putting a coupon on her account right now. So her next renewal, like 100% on me. Like, let me try again. Super sorry. Tell me some things I could have done right. Let's go forward.
I mean, you gotta like identify the problems and the it's ugh.
So I talked to my mentor. I'm just gonna call my mentor, investor, whatever you want to call him. I talked to him last night. We had this like kind of long conversation about like some things I can do and like what I have to start changing. And so that's why the last 8 hours of my day have been spent just like doing data and like pulling reports and seeing what the trends are and trying to like really get down to business,
Yeah.
That literally sounds like the beginning of a 50 Shades of Grey novel.
What the fuck?
I was there pulling reports.
And then he strolled in the room.
Sorry, my mind just.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Hey, it cut out.
Yay! I made everyone smile. Woohoo!
Someone tell me.
Oh, you missed it. You have to watch the rerun.
Yeah,
You have to
replay it.
whole
You'll have to watch the whole video to find out.
I said what you were just describing sounds like the beginning of the 50 Shades of Grey novel. And then Jenny like narrated the beginning, and it was hilarious.
It was funny. Anyway, so you talked to one of your mentors because you have like everybody.
He is like an old rich white man, so I
Exactly. No kidding.
Except
That's
I'm like
hilarious.
a married with children woman, so I'm good with that. What do you think? I don't know. Oh, so he basically just said we were like pulling ideas, and I'm so tired. Yeah, so today I've just been pulling reports and making charts and doing all the stuff I need to do to really get down to business and figure out what the key problems are, like what the trends are in the emails. And reaching out to everyone who's ever canceled that's had issues. I literally sent an email to everybody who has ever canceled one at a time and was just like, hey, what could we do to improve? And if they were like super mad, because you have to like pick why you canceled, like, and then they can like write a note. So if they're in their note, it was clearly my fault why they canceled. Then I like gave them a free month and them back. Like, no joke, crazy customer service over here right now.
Could I say something? I'm sorry, Corey.
Absolutely. No.
Here's my thing, and like you can take it for what it's worth. I highly suggest you don't mention returns online, because you're going to get that one person that might have been like, well, I was on the fence about emailing her, but since she's talking about it and she's giving this person, she's taking care of this. That's just my opinion. I'm just saying, like, maybe talking about returns is maybe might generate an extra percentage of them. Does that make any sense to you guys, what I'm saying? Or am I totally just an idiot?
No. I see what you're saying. So I'm not doing any returns, but I see what you're saying about like cancellation. So I'm only going in to the ones that like prior today, because I know what you're saying. Like,
Yeah, because there's a lot of eyes on these videos and stuff like that, and you're gonna plant a seed in someone's mind that like they were cool with it, but then they're like maybe take a second look.
I mean, there's not a lot of eyes on this video.
Well, you know what I mean.
No, I see what you're saying though. It's there's definitely, it's double-sided, right? Because like one side of me, I'm like, when I do share that I'm like trying to make up for it and doing these things, I get like a spike in subs because people, and they write to me saying like, I really appreciate the fact that you're trying to make things right and like you're hearing us out, and like I like that about you. And at the same time, like I also get cancellations, right? Because of what you're saying. So it's like a double-edged sword, and I have to figure out which one is sharper.
Right. You got to do what you feel like in your heart, though. You know, this is your business.
Exactly. And you can only do it. I mean, you're not going to continue down the road. You're trying to build customer trust, and there's a certain amount of risk associated with like getting like these long-term customers. And I think you're taking the appropriate risks. And yeah, I mean, like reaching out to every problem and like bridging the gap. It's just very. I'm proud of you.
I know, dude, that's a lot of work. I'll just tell you, as like a consumer of, I don't subscribe to States Crates, and I feel kind of, because like I had it on my list, and now she's like, are they closed now? Did you close it down? Like no more news.
They're capped at 750, but I've had enough like cancellations that there's still slots available.
Okay, well then you have my word. I'm gonna go for it. I'll do a States Crates freaking review, whatever. Probably one of my first new videos that I'm.
Love you. Thank you.
Yeah, and then, but as a consumer of subscription services for quite a while, I will tell you, unless I'm super pissed, like they just royally jacked me up, like it will forever keep going. Like I'm just gonna be like, oh.
No, well, I'm the same way. You should see all the sub boxes I get.
Yeah,
it's just like,
like someone literally has to like send me like dog turds for me to be like, that is it. Like
I'm the exact opposite.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
If I'm like even mildly, not even displeased, but just kind of like, meh, I cancel.
My God. Okay, so I subscribed to like Glossy Box. Glossy Box was like 30.
She's like, why does
she was
everyone
personally offended by my comment. No, I think her internet keeps screwing up.
So I was like subscribed to Glossy Box for a long time. That was like $30, and then like Ipsy, that was like $20 with shipping, something like that, right? Ipsy. And the only reason I canceled those is because I was moving, and I was like, I'll just start. And I never started them back up. But like Dollar Shave Club, I have so many razors from Dollar Shave Club. Like I could donate those.
Shave the world.
Yeah.
You could start your own one.
I know.
And like you make a little money, so it's $1.10 shave club.
Exactly. It's not a bad idea.
I'm making a merch shirt of that. Shave the world with a razor.
Shave the
world.
I'm doing it.
And what else? Oh, dude, HelloFresh freaking reeled me in on Black Friday. And then I was like, I'm going to do a week. And then like I went to Portland. I didn't check my email. And then like, it was like, oh, your next box is on the way. That'll be $200, whatever it was. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, we stuck with Blue Apron for like 2 years, but that's because I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. But honestly, like unless HelloFresh like sends me expired food I can't do anything with, like I'm probably just going to keep it for like a while. I don't know.
Unless they kick my grandmother, I'm just going to stay with it.
I'm going to give like a perspective on the long-term subscription box model that it's kind of like, it's a subscription. You're welcoming me in as a new customer. It's almost like you don't want to like set the bar so high that you can't meet it again. But if the first box is just super awesome and there's a note saying, hey, welcome to the whatever and do the whatever, and like this is what's coming after, it's like, is that bad? Is that good? It's such an interesting model. I mean, I love the idea of the subscription.
For me is like, so one of my top complaints is that I don't have stylized packaging. Like people are literally canceling, being like, I wish it would have come in a better box.
No.
I got my first negative feedback on eBay like 3 weeks ago, and the guy was like, this wasn't packaged good enough. And I was like, well, was it damaged? No. Is it in the condition in the pictures? Yes. So
and so I started doing some like research on it, and like there's like a huge percentage of like subscription, like there's been studies done like for subscription box, like your packaging is super key.
There's true.
So many people who are like, no, I don't understand why I didn't get a better box or there wasn't better design. Like, I wish it would have come in. Like, so many people put that in their cancellation reason.
You can blame Loot Crate and all those people because they're the ones that really like streamline those crazy boxes and everything.
Because you're really treating yourself when you do things like this. Like, this is a very selfish thing to do. And I don't mean selfish in a bad way. I just mean selfish in a like very
it's for the
way.
self. Yeah.
So you want every aspect of this to hit those sensors that you're trying to hit.
Yeah, dude, it's the
so
psychology.
You want it to be like just a complete overload of, you know, from the second it arrives in your mailbox to the second you pull that last item out of the box should be an experience.
Right. So I have to order, I'm going to order some boxes. Also, if I get boxes, shipping will be less expensive because I can do it by like metric size instead of weight if I ship through like DHL or some other places. So I'm like dealing with that right now.
Yeah, there's lots of companies that do custom boxes. I looked in it when I was doing my stuff, and you know it gets a little pricey, but if you buy in bulk, you can get it for a really good rate.
It's so expensive to print your own stuff.
I'll message you like if you have any recommendations because that's what I'm doing over the next couple of days.
Yeah, I definitely will do that. I like I said, I did a crate for my Patreon for like a year, and I seriously looked into all that kind of stuff like branding. You're right. The cheapest way that I found to do it is you can just buy stickers. You can create like vinyl stickers and put them on the box. And even if you can make it like hipsterish, where it's like, you know, it looks like all like top secret or something like that with a sticker.
I want to do a
stamps.
Stamps are
cool.
Stamps is a good idea.
Are awesome. To be recyclable, so I want the packaging to be recyclable because it's supposed to be. My target market is like the green market. I actually went to a networking event last night, and there was like 100. It's like moms only, but these are all like green, like healers and like my literally target market. I'm trying to get on the board of directors for this like social group, and
So don't use whale blood for the stamp ink.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll make a note of that.
So like
just
for
can't
me,
be
like,
endangered
these are the people
whales.
I want to be buying my boxes, right? And so I need to make sure that everything is like 100% recyclable.
Hell yeah! Then I think stamps is the way to go.
Yep.
And I want to make a stamp that says something super cool, like by buying this, you kept blah blah blah, like out of the landfill, and you know, like come up with something like super catchy to like stamp on the inside.
Yeah, you could really. Your logo is very simple, so you could really make a nice stamp out of that.
Well, you would need a handful of them. You need one for the top, one for the sides. You need a handful of them if you wanted to do it right, not just one stamp.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it'd be cheapest, and it wouldn't affect like I don't think I can do vinyl stickers if I want it to be
right. No, stamps actually is perfect for what you're aiming for.
Definitely. Interesting. So the packaging matters. It's weird. Like the ecological people, like I put it in an ice cream cone for you. Aren't you happy? Jesus Christ.
You could eat it.
So one of the last subscriptions that we still, my headphone keeps falling out, that we still do is a coffee subscription. And I asked Mike if he could grab it so I could show you guys what it looks like.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you. So it's very simple. And this is not sponsored by Beanbox.
It goes first class too, so it's under a pound. That's where you gotta be. That's awesome.
As a Mexican, I'm offended.
So it's very simple. It's not like a crazy printed box, but it does have like their name and their logo on it. But the nice thing, like when you open it up, you know, it has Seattle.
Oh, cool.
It's got wrapping paper. This is like a live unboxing video.
Yeah.
And then when you open it, of course it smells good, right? Which you won't have with other things. So it comes with like a little flyer every month, and it's just like, this one is how to make holiday coffee cocktails.
And those are cheap to make, psprint.com.
And then all of the beans that you get for the month are like all set up really nicely.
Those are all stickers
and
too.
It usually comes with like a free chocolate by Seattle Chocolate Company.
Lanyap. That's Lanyap. That's what I was talking about a couple nights ago.
And you can buy these, of course, on their website.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to add chocolates every month to your coffee subscription, you can add these chocolates. So
somebody put Skittles in my eBay order and it actually aggravated me.
I would not want food products coming with my clothing products.
I put food in mine, but mine was like it was a retro one, so people loved it.
Like,
you guys keep freezing. This is the worst.
Like somebody just posted this very high end vintage seller just got custom lollipops printed with her logo inside of the lollipop. It looks really cool, and she's including them in all of her orders. But all I can think is like, the weather gets hot, somebody forgets to open a package, it sits in front of the heater for a couple days. Like, this is a recipe for disaster. I don't like it. I don't think that, as long as it didn't destroy the item that I purchased, I don't think I'd complain about it. But I would be thinking that whole time, like, what if I left it, you know, on a hot day or in front of my heater?
Yeah, somebody ordering clothes might want like something. So if I was going to include any sort of like promotional swaggy stuff, it would be something that was useful and produced for that useful purpose, like a pen.
Prozac or something. Yeah.
Wait, so what are my chocolate? I'm putting it on my phone now because I'm leaving this.
Cool. Okay. Share it.
That was a really nice, well-designed package. They obviously were going for under £1. It went first class, so really well put together. What does that cost per month?
I want to say like $30.
Shoo, that's a good premium on less than £1 of coffee.
And it's enough coffee to make, I would say, what would you say, like 8 large cups of coffee?
Are the beans grinded already, or do you have to grind the beans?
It's enough to make 12 shots of espresso total.
12 to 15.
12 to 15. And it's not ground because we grind our own beans.
Gotcha. So they're fresh beans you have to grind. That's awesome.
Oh, and they're fresh roasted. So every bean in there was roasted within like the last week.
That's really cool that they can
prepare. They're doing a great job on their crate.
Hold on.
Nicole's like, well, good for them.
Nicole's about
I'm happy for them.
Nicole's about
I'm just showing an example.
She's putting on her murdering gloves.
She's gonna go heist.
I had to like.
Looks like a cat burglar.
I know. She does look like a cat burglar.
That was a really good chocolate, by the way.
It's very cold outside.
I gotta go to the car. You guys get to come with me because it's scary out there.
Oh my god.
Oh great. So what happens if somebody like murders you? What are we supposed to do?
I'll psychically imprint on them.
It'll stay live on YouTube.
My car is super far in the parking lot too.
Wait, did you guys see the Yahoo thing where it's like a ring? It's a like a rape ring where it's like a ring that has like a knife on it.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sorry.
It has a knife.
It's a ring that has a plastic knife on it for when women are jogging, and it won't come off of you, and you can poke an intruder or an intruder attacker with it
in the eyes.
I just have to say this really fast. Listen, can you hear me? Listen.
Yes.
Last night I went to this whole networking thing, right? It was a bunch of feminists. It was great. And one of the things that came up, we were talking about like the Me Too movement. One of the things that came up was like, so I was in this like lecture and like the women came up and they were like, what are some of the precautions that you personally take to make sure you're not attacked? And all the women in the group, all the women at the place, it was just women last night, but like she's giving the example. They're like, all the women go up and they're writing all these different things. Like they hold their keys a certain way and they do all this shit. And then they're like, and then people hosting it were like, so guys, like, what do you do? And all the guys in there were like, Nothing.
Like what the?
We've never had to think about this before.
Yeah, that's like a that's I've
Here's the
had that
thing.
conversation with my husband before. It's like it's almost completely foreign to them to
It
like
is. And just don't drop the soap, and it'll be fine.
Definitely
Yeah.
not. It's definitely not foreign to me. Definitely not foreign
Yeah,
to me.
well,
So
most
I lived in Argentina for 2 years. Here in the United States, it would be totally foreign to me.
Oh
Like it
yeah.
wouldn't even make sense. But they're like,
Yeah.
yeah. I was pretty frightened for like a couple of years. I got robbed at gunpoint. The gun in
holy
my head.
moly.
Dude pulled the trigger too.
My God, I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, I was very young, but like my parents did this whole thing. I've got pretty eclectic parents. They did this whole like minimalist thing for a while, and so people thought that our house was empty, but it wasn't empty. We just didn't have shit. Like we just and anyway, someone broke into the house at like I don't know, to do drugs there. I'm not even sure. Like I don't know why they'd be breaking in, but they broke in. They had a gun, and like ever since, dude, I've been such a paranoid person. Like the rest of my life. Like that just kind of like doomed
That's
me.
not about happy shit. I'm in the car in a dark part.
I know. Can we turn this back around, folks? Come
Okay.
All we are saying
On. Oh man.
is give peace a chance.
That's right.
I thought it's gonna like.
You know what was really nice was the weather in San Francisco.
Oh,
Interesting.
That we can talk about. It was like 66 degrees while we were there.
Nice.
dude, I would die going to. I've been there, but like only to the airport. Not like,
I don't really want to go back. I kind of like, I went back with like some expectations that were dashed pretty hard.
Aw.
So I'm kind of like, and it's okay. Like, I'm not upset about it, but I'm just like, I really like where I live.
I want to move there. I want to go to San Francisco so bad.
No,
It's
I want to move to
overrated.
Portland. I can't move to
I think
Portland
it's
and then
overrated,
you
too.
move your ass
It's
to San
overrated.
Francisco.
Well, you guys
exactly.
can make sure wherever you live, just come see me in Canada because that's where I'll be.
Hey,
Yeah,
kind
to be
of.
honest, I would like to go there too.
Just drive the boat over the. Canada has its own problems too.
It does, but my God, it is such a good place. Like I love BC, dude. Like I
Can
love.
we please do a Vancouver like road
Yes,
trip?
dude,
Can I come up and do that?
road trip. Yes.
I want to do that so bad.
There's so much good fashion in Vancouver. Like dude, I want to cry every time. I'm like, because people are very wealthy there.
Vancouver is an insane city.
Yeah.
Like when I first drove into it like 10 years ago, I was like, this is like a city of the future.
It is.
It was like architecturally amazing. Like the buses were all electrified. It was really cool. I was like, whoa, this is a badass city.
It is such a cool city. Yeah.
How does it work when you buy a bunch of stuff and then try to bring it back? How does that work?
She's like, I want to go too. Yeah, you can go. Don't worry.
I just think like lie to customs. I don't know, girl.
You can bring stuff back.
Who
We have
knows?
NAFTA. What are you talking about?
They're like, oh, you're taking our trash over the border?
Here's more. Here, take more trash.
Oh
Nicole
my God.
called. She said she wants more trash.
Remember what you do. Remember your roots.
Yeah.
Trash.
Your trash came
Dude,
from
that would be a thing that I would be like, oh yeah, I gotta look that up. Oh yeah, I gotta look that up. And like I wouldn't even think about it again until I'm like at the freaking thing and like looking at a customs agent's face and I'm like driving. What do you have back there? Things?
Trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Wait, this is a great story. So I went to BC right after I moved to Portland. I was working for this company for a few months, and the company got sold, and I got laid off. And I had like I knew it was going to take me like a month to get a job, and like they actually gave me, even though I didn't work there for very long, I got like a little severance thing or whatever.
Nice.
So I went to from Portland to Vancouver. I was a bachelor at the time. I went, hung out, just kind of looked at the city, and then I bought a table at IKEA.
What?
In
So
Canada.
how'd you bring it back?
It was like $5. I brought it to the border.
What did you bring back?
A table from IKEA in like the back of my car. There was no IKEA in Portland yet. I didn't know what IKEA was. I was like, what is this big blue store? So I was kind of in this adventure phase, and I was like, if I'm curious about it, I'm just gonna go check it out. So I walked in, and I was like, what in the fuck is this? It was like everything's modular and weird. I feel like I'm in an episode of The Simpsons right now.
Yeah, dude.
So this is like 1 year after I moved from South Louisiana. I'm from this very southern part of Louisiana.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What
So
city, or like what do you people call, what parish?
What do you
Whatever
people?
I was born in Orleans Parish, but I grew up in
Nice.
St. Tammany Parish.
No idea. Except Orleans, dude.
Lake Pontchartrain, like
Oh
New
yeah,
Orleans
yeah,
is
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I grew up north of Lake Pontchartrain by about 20 miles. So in like the forest around New Orleans, basically. Seriously, the lot behind my house was 70,000 acres of forest. So you would have to walk through 70,000 acres of forest just to get to the next house.
Of like crocodiles and no, not crocodiles, but alligators and spiders
and
armadillos,
death.
lots of
and
armadillos. Anyway, so I come back with this table, and I go through customs, and the guy's like, "I need to see your paperwork." He was all pissy and shit,
yeah.
and because he was pissy, I was pissy too. So I was like, "Dude, why are you giving me a hard time?" And he looked at me. He's like, "Why are you in Canada?" And I said, I just came to check out British Columbia. I wanted to see Vancouver. He's like, that doesn't sound right. What is this in the back? I said, it's a table. And he looked at me. He's like, you came to Canada to get a table? That's what he said. He actually said that.
My God,
So
dude.
weird.
Why not, dude? The Canadians come over here to they freaking buy up all the milk at my Costco. I'm like, what? Y'all have Costco? Like, I don't
They
know.
buy up all your milk.
They buy up all the dairy, dude. I don't.
Dude, you know what? The people from Washington come to my Targets too to buy up all my shit because they don't have.
Her Target.
So they cross the border and they like buy all like right on the border of Washington and Oregon is just like strips of like chain stores.
Yeah,
That's
but like,
smart though.
Jansen Beach.
Yes.
well, the thing is, like, that part of Washington is like really sparse and like, oh, that's awful. That's an awful part of what, like,
Both Oregon and Washington, like, they're just very sparsely populated. I mean, there's just like no people. 60% of Oregon is like public lands?
nice though.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
pretty, dude. But I remember I was like, the first time I drove, they're
I'm
like,
gonna go claim some.
go claim some land.
So claim some. You get like 2 acres and a mule. Is that a thing?
No, it's 40 acres and a mule, and that was like reparations for slavery.
I know. That like never happened, by the way.
No, they
And
never gave them their reparations.
Well, I
Within-
recently watched some of the wins.
Yeah, dude. It's like the first time I drove to that part of Washington, I was like, my God, what is this place? Man, some crazy characters out there too.
Oh my God.
This is
I have a friend who lives out in Gobel, Oregon, and he thinks the world is. He is very. I'm not even gonna say it.
he's a flat
I don't want
earther.
to get it. Yeah, he's a flat earther, and like
Oh Jesus!
I'm a not no, but like no, it's to a point where like okay, the Earth could be spherical or flat. Like I don't know, I'm not smart enough to know, and I really don't care. Like I live here, I have to make a good life. I'm not going to space. I'm not going to the bottom of the ocean. None of that shit's gonna happen. I have a daughter. My most important for me is to take care of my daughter and to show her the things that I feel like are important. So I don't really care if the Earth is flat or not. But just like every conversation is like about this or that or and it's like, oh, I just don't.
I like this guy.
God.
Can we have him on the show?
Yes.
No.
This guy on the show.
No,
my
he will
God.
never come on YouTube ever.
Because the government.
He has a flip
How
phone,
do you feel about
and
net hey, you guys, how do you feel about the whole internet being blocked situation? Let's talk about that.
Oh,
Do we
you
have
want to talk about
that?
net neutrality?
Yeah, explain it to me.
I feel like we have made a mistake, but we have made a mistake by allowing the things that happen today to happen today.
We don't have a peer-to-peer internet. Like we have an internet ruled by This just shows us we need internet too. Bitcoin is this kind of a thing that shows you that money is complete fucking bullshit. And I mean, these technologies are just going to come and go, and like these disruptions that you're seeing, the internet isn't free from that type of disruption because people can set up other networks and drive to other networks. It's like the cloud, this cloud of information. It can fork. It can become new clouds. It can
like
duplicate.
chain block or whatever is like the thing right now, right? Like everyone's
The what?
like chain block, like the thing that Bitcoin uses.
Oh, blockchains.
The chain block.
Block and chain.
That that chain block.
Can you turn your volume? I wish I could hear you better.
Just speak a little louder.
Yeah, you're like impossible to hear right now.
It's very hard to hear you, and I have you on the full volume.
Just yell.
What is a blockchain? So, Open Bazaar. I joined Open Bazaar several years ago, and
the original.
Yeah, and it was so hard to do business on. I just couldn't deal with it.
Because you had to have a node. You had to have your computer on to be a node for a server. Yeah, let's not talk about that. The girls will be definitely bored out of their mind.
No, I'm
Open
listening
Bazaar.
because
Everyone
I
should be
don't know.
talking about Open Bazaar. Actually,
the girls. By the way,
everybody should be talking about Open Bazaar, and everybody who can should be practicing using cryptocurrencies in currency so you can get ahead of the curve, because it is here. It's here. If you don't know about it or how to use it, it's not going away. It's like the internet of money. Like I heard this Antonopoulos dude say that. It's like,
Andreas
yes,
Antonopoulos,
this is the internet of money, and it's coming, and it's going to disrupt lots of spaces. And you don't want to be the one who's just being disrupted. You can, in this wave, you can be part of it in a different way.
But I don't understand it. So explain.
Okay, blockchain is basically like a group of information stored in a block, and basically what it does is it builds on itself down the road. So it's like an open ledger. So it's, let's say you do a transaction, though it's anonymous, it's still recorded in this block. And then after a certain amount of space, it gets to another block and it builds on top of itself. And basically what blockchain technology is it's a way to basically go back and prove that, you know, you have ownership or stake in something. So like you can set up like contracts that way. And the money part of it is the reason why miners get money for Bitcoin when they mine it is they're basically proving the algorithm that, you know, it's basically transactions like locked in a block.
Wait, that's so cool.
No, it's open ledger, and that's what's the blockchain technology is the open ledger. So basically, governments can't screw people over because
it's not a fiat currency. It's not inflationary. You can't print any more of it. So some cryptocurrencies are inflationary, like Doggy Coin.
Okay. I'm not necessarily interested in this for the money part. I get that part. It's cool, whatever. But what I'm interested in right now is what you're saying is like documentation wise.
Yes. That's Bitcoin though. There's like, and like Corey's saying, cryptocurrencies, there's like literally thousands of different tokens and coins, and you can go down a rabbit hole with that. But Bitcoin itself was like the original cryptocurrency. And basically, you know, that's just what's going on right now. Everyone's going crazy, but everyone's into it right now, I feel, because they think like they can make money off of it. They're not thinking about the technology that's literally revolutionary. You know?
Right. And that's what I get Bitcoin, whatever. I'm like more interested in this whole, the technology behind it. That is really interesting to me.
You're talking about open ledger technology that's supported by the capacity to benefit from the process of information. So so that's what's really the proof of work that's built into Bitcoin is so revolutionary. So it's like, we need this information chunk to be solved. Within this information chunk are transaction fees that happen within the system, and they're given back to the people directly who are providing the processing power to do that. Then it becomes a permanent member of a string of information that everyone who's part of the network holds. You can't hide it because everyone has it.
Yeah, it's literally a chain, and it's literally blocks of information.
It's like it can't.
You know, like.
Go ahead.
Did you invent Bitcoin 10 years ago or something?
That's that's like my mind is blown. Like every government should have to use this.
Well,
they will resist it so violently because they can't hide from it. They're going to try to create their own currencies, and if they do and they're accepted, we're in trouble.
See, the thing is, like,
you
big
guys
banks
realize that like war is happening soon, right? Because right now everyone the resistance is happening so hard. Like the resistance is happening so hard, and how does the government get us all to like chill out and do what they want us to do? They go to war because then patriarchy happens, right? Like everyone comes together and they're like, oh, we're all American, and that's what they're thinking about. They're gonna stop. They want us to stop thinking about this stuff.
Well,
the old guard is going out on that way.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to get esoteric on you guys, but we're coming into a new age. We're coming into the age of Aquarius, if you believe in all that kind of stuff. And what's happening, and seriously, that's why all these movie moguls are getting exposed. The old ways are dying, money's dying, the old systems are dying, because we're coming into a new age, new energy, new everything. Like things are going to change in the next like 20 years that is just going to just blow everyone's mind.
It's going to blow your mind. So computers are going to be able to start using money between themselves, and
it's not even that. We're going to have like floating technology and all that kind of stuff like in the next 20 years, like literally anti-gravity, because we have
so fusion is like 6 years away.
Fusion.
Yeah, dude.
Like
fusion
cold
reactor.
fusion? Like cold fusion or just
cold fusion? Like real.
What do you mean? Tell me more about this.
Not cold, because what you're thinking about is like chemistry fusion and cold fusion, but like you need 4 trillion degrees to get to get fusile, and there are laboratories that have actually had fusion experiments go for hours now. And once the longer it goes, fusion. So what fusion does is it harnesses the power of matter, and basically it pushes atoms together, and when they push together, they release a small amount of energy. But the point is to have less energy going in than you get out, and then you have infinite and eternal free power, and you can just scale it as big as you want. So it generates power through power generation.
Huge shout out to New York Seltzer for sending me like 30 cases of new.
Not spawns.
It's called over unity. Over unity. That is the term. Free energy.
If you guys live closer, I'd be like, come over and grab some cases.
I love that stuff when I was a kid. In New Orleans, we have snowball stands, and I used to go down to the snowball stand on Saturdays and get a New York Seltzer. It was the only place you could get them.
I don't know how like the CEO like emailed me one time because I was posting photos when they first came out again, and he was like, "Hey, dude,
they're at like every little sandwich shop here again."
Yeah, it's crazy. They got a new flavor, strawberry. It just came out.
Ooh.
It's not even in the stores yet.
I like the stuff that doesn't have sugar in it, so they just produce their seltzer that is non-sugared here in Portland.
I've never seen that before.
Oh, dude,
that's what I bought today.
So cough syrupy.
Sugar?
What is that?
Rice cooker?
Oh, girl, I'm literally looking up recipes as we speak.
Wait, let's go back. What did you buy?
It's an Instant Pot.
We can't ever hear you because it's so low.
It's like a pressure cooker, basically.
But
it's awesome. I cook in mine all the time, and I'm actually writing up my recipes for the week, so I know what I'm doing.
Hey, Death Piles is in the house.
No, we got the piles of death. Anyway, so yeah, blockchain technologies. Chain block technology is going to change transparency. We live in a post lie world, or you can't. It's like they can't hide anything anymore. Moving towards.
I'm just sad. I sold out my Bitcoin early on. And
I didn't.
I regret it every day.
Really?
Yeah.
You're still way in the bottom of the curve. It's
We'll
see. Dude, their AI is trading it now, and it's driving it up. And when
quantum computers, man, they're gonna take over the whole universe.
Quantum computers are gonna take over Bitcoin mining for a certain period of time.
I can't believe Nicole. We just saw Nicole go from her office, drive home, like live. Dude, like that's incredible.
Totally didn't skip a beat.
Look, it's 10:30 and I just got home from the office. I want to say that's some fucking dedication right there.
Yes. Sure. We all know that you're the best.
What I have.
You're so fake, Nicole.
Nobody here believes you. Like, you walked out of one side of your house, drove around the block, and came back.
Now cook us some rice.
Yeah,
I
cook
heard her
us some
last name
rice.
is Date, guys.
So I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give Open Bazaar another shot, but
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not. Honestly, I'm not that optimistic. So I
Well-
went through and looked at the products that were on there, and it was very Silk Roady, if you know what I mean.
yes, but here's the thing: it's just another avenue for you to sell products if you have them. I'm gonna be honest with you: the traffic isn't there yet. I have sold stuff, but it's been cryptocurrency shirts, that niche. So you need to niche up if you're gonna use that site. So yeah.
So
Well,
what do
I
you mean?
think if
What do
you're
you mean by Silk Roady? Drugs?
Look at. I got
yes, DRUGS drugs. What? Those are pretty.
What is that?
This is my monthly makeup subscription box.
Oh, nice.
That's nice.
Packaging.
Let's see it. What is it?
Ipsy.
Let's do an opening video.
Hold on, let me put it on there.
Make it big on the little screen.
It's so bright.
Let me get this paper towel holder. Hold on.
Oh my God. Let me get some power drills or something. I need to feel manly here for a second.
Okay, so this is the bag. Let me take my gloves off, my murder gloves.
They're so murdery. You got those
They're
at the
Nike murdery.
I got some mascara that I won't use. Here we go. Some red
Amazon.
lipstick from Smashbox. That's
Oh, nice.
Ooh, you guys, I'm gonna sell this on eBay. I sold my last one on eBay and I did pretty good.
Oh, Lisa Frank.
What? This is eyeshadow palette thing. And then I got a glittery. Oh, Delilah will get this guy.
That's cute.
Some glittery thing.
Now I want to sign up.
That's a fancy paintbrush.
That is a
And
fancy paintbrush.
This.
How much is this a month?
$10.
Wow, that's a
Oh.
good deal.
And
I
what's
don't
it called?
It's called ISP.
It makes me want to start like one called an egg, and it's just a box, and like in the center there's a little cutout, and an egg fits in it, and you just get an egg.
Yeah, dude, Ipsy's stepped their game up.
Are there
I
referral
used
codes?
Birchbox, and then Birchbox took their points away, and I was like, "Fuck you guys."
I think Ipsy does Ipsy have I think they do have a referral code. I think.
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody, I don't know. Just
Me and my wife had a Lisa Frank discussion the other day. We were wondering if they still make that kind of stuff. Do they?
Yeah.
Obviously, they make the makeup, but do they still do all the funky
Any
folders?
other things you guys want to see? I got a bunch of packages from people.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do a unboxing.
Okay, look at
Yeah,
I got.
I'm gonna do this.
This smells good. It's from Chocolate Company. I don't know what this is. Oh, somebody sent me this. It says they're sending me chocolates. Hold on. It's
I guess
vegan
nobody
chocolate.
thought
Are
my
you gonna
idea
share with the class?
of an egg was good.
Yeah, that was a dumb idea, Corey. I'll tell you then.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! This is like all this chocolate.
Whoa.
But you guys, these are designer chocolates.
Yeah, that's some Willy Wonka shit right there.
Yeah.
What flavors are they?
Hold on, I'll show you. These are like crazy chocolates. Oh my god, I can't believe someone sent me this. I'm gonna open this chocolate bar and you guys are gonna see how magical it is.
There's the Willy Wonka ticket.
I'm already like intrigued.
Yeah, I know. I feel like an Oompa Loompa is gonna jump out of there.
This is very satisfying to watch.
Hold on, it's so good.
Cat butt, cat butt.
I have cat butt all up in my face right now.
I didn't see any cat, but I'm like
Can you see this
fixated on the candy bar. What's in it? Is that crack?
It's a unicorn. It's like a unicorn chocolate bar.
You're gonna shit glitter.
You are gonna shit glitter. You're gonna shit glitter in a bubble.
Look how cute this is.
It is very cute though.
It's very cute. Very nice.
How did they do that?
What flavor is it?
Dark chocolate with sugar.
Cat butt flavor.
With sugar.
Dark chocolate with bubble.
More.
It was Yoda. Yoda just had some chocolate.
Spoiler alert.
It has gold leaf. So you're gonna shit gold and glitter.
Nice.
Wow.
Gold.
You have a big, long, golden snake.
It's called
That's
alchemy.
disgusting. You took it too far.
I know. It was an accident. I'm sorry. I have Tourette's.
You got that too?
I do.
Look at it. Oh my god, I'm rich.
What the heck?
Looks like a fruit roll up to me.
Oh wow, that was pretty.
I'll post these on Instagram.
Oh snap!
Got another package. This one. This is another package from someone.
Why don't you say their first name and say hi, whoever it is, their first name?
No one watches the show. Remember, they said that.
No, anytime Nicole comes on this show, that's actually what she says. Doesn't matter because nobody watches. She doesn't listen to me. She like unsheathed the sword and like slayed that bag with it.
Oh, I ordered this actually. I bought this for myself.
Oh my god, this is so funny.
I do resell. It's a helmet laying dress.
Ooh,
helmet lang.
Somebody had this as a petite, but it's not. It's just a P is a small, right? Not a petite, and like helmet laying. And anyway, they put it on auction. I won it for like $10, but this I can easily clean up and photograph it right and sell it for a lot more.
Nice.
Or wear it. We'll see.
It's called online arbitrage, folks.
There it is. That arb. Yeah. I've got certain keywords on like some valuable things that I really like, and I have picked up some good ones on eBay, definitely. You have to have you have to have the keywords searchy thingy alerts set up.
Well, if Jolanta, Jolanta, didn't get her crate, it's because they were unable to send this to them.
Is that how the crates come in a bag like that?
Yes.
Dude, get some brandy, damn it, in a box. You need a box of brandy.
Thrift Shop Hustler just unsubscribed.
What is your problem?
So is that why people are unsubscribing?
Yes! You need box and branding and stamps and whale blood.
I gotta say,
I thought you had a
yeah.
I thought you had a black States Crate bag that like it went in like on the it should be like your black States Crate bag and then something over the top of it. That's what I thought you did.
Nope.
Nicole, you need to put it in a box, seriously.
Yeah. Or those sticker mule bags that you were using. Those are awesome.
Yeah,
those are expensive, son.
Just put them in cereal boxes and be done with it.
Cereal box.
Oh, there's Sticker Mule.
Nice.
Yeah. I haven't ordered any sticker mule stuff because for me all of it's too expensive.
It is really expensive,
shit
dude.
who I am.
Do it when you get the deals.
I got about $2,000 in sticker mule stuff free.
Wow. That's pretty cool. In that case, I would subscribe, certainly.
But you're right, I do need to get a box. Do you think that people don't like getting their stuff in a bag like that?
It looks like I have diapers in it or something, man. Come on.
It looks really bad.
Hey, Nicole, we love
taped shut.
It's got diapers in it. Nicole,
can we blame this on the person that you fired, or was this you?
Nicole, just blame it on the fired person.
Yeah, just blame it on the fired person, definitely.
Okay, so let's open this and see what it looks like inside.
Yes.
Fine.
Can we rate this crate? Can we
rate the crate?
I wish we could see it a little bit better.
I give it a 1 for packaging.
That's gonna be the name of my video. Rate the crate.
Oh no, this is totally an eBay purchase.
Oh, see.
No, it says States Crate on it.
Well, yeah, it's an eBay purchase. I put the States Place stickers on my eBay.
Oh, got it.
Branding.
I wonder what it is.
Something.
Open it up. Come on, we're waiting.
Oh, you guys will be open. I have to go back into the inventory.
Okay. Oh, okay. No. Okay. No problem.
No, it's fine. Let's see.
Yay.
A couple pieces there.
It's a vintagey suit thing. See? It's got like a pleated skirt.
Hot.
And jacket. It's a Laura Ashley vintage suit, actually. This was a big return for me. I think I sold this for like $70 or something.
Oh, it was a return?
Mm-hmm.
Big return.
Dude, I was
so instead of sending it return, they just put return to sender on it.
Oh.
So they didn't even open it. Those jerks. They didn't even, or they did. It was taped back shut.
That's how they taped
it. They
it.
did open it.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
They didn't want to have. I pay shipping.
I just got an offer for a pair of. Do you know what corkies are?
Yeah,
they're great. I love them.
I'm not really good at selling women's clothing or shoes and stuff. These are like booty cork, like look, those are pretty sweet, right?
Yes, those are
dude.
cool.
What size are those?
Not my
7?
size.
Oh yeah, it's a good size, dude.
What's the name of them?
I've had them for $99 for a little while. Maybe that's too high of a price.
Yeah,
What's the name of them?
Corky. Oh,
They're
I was like, girl.
Corky,
The style name.
they're wedge.
They should have a name though.
Corks. Just says corks.
So on the inside, what will help you sell those is there's a style name to the shoe.
Well, I'm about to sell them right now for $75. So.
Oh yeah, that's good.
That's good.
Okay,
Yeah, I would take that.
Look at this box. This is what I need on a bigger scale.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
called a
you like
corrugated box, Nicole. Come on, use the proper terminology.
What?
A
It's
corrugated.
corrugated. That's what.
You just put everything in a pizza box.
Well,
I said
was
cereal
looking.
box.
Oh, I did get something else. Hold on. This is another piece of mail. Let's see what's in here.
Boxes have to be expensive.
They are,
They're like a buck.
Don't show your address.
especially printed boxes.
I'm just saying. I
Well,
don't
the
give a shit.
labor, it's like either you print them or pay for the labor to have them printed.
Yeah, I've actually
Oh.
screen printed my own before.
Prints.
You can screen print them, buy them flat.
That's cool.
Cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got this from the lady who did those patches that you gave me.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm gonna do a collaboration with her actually for some sort of reseller thing.
Do it. It looks cute.
It's
Yeah.
good. It's kind of like it's like in your font.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is
so
kind of in your font.
She hand does these, and so she said she's open to collaboration. So I was like, hey, we should do a collaboration for the like reseller stuff like this. I don't know what it would say. Maybe just like thrift sell list or thrift list sell repeat or something. Just something cute that you could put on your wall at the office.
Yeah. Like motivational stuff, like me pushing thrift shop hustler into a chasm. That's what we should do.
Dude, I would love that. I would survive that and come back with the best story you've ever heard in your life.
Or you could just do like the earth is flat.
Hey, who knows? Really, who knows? Maybe
Oh
it is,
my
maybe it's not.
god, please no.
I've never been
This
to
is-
outer space.
This is Jenny's show. She can't.
Yes, we totally ruined this show.
Wait,
She can't
Thrift
even.
Shop Hustler just said, I've never been to outer space. Like, I don't know.
Hey, man. Take me to outer space and I'll let you know.
That's the only way to know. So
We could go up. We go up to outer space, like do a dance on an asteroid, have a little bit of moon tea.
I'll just tell you this right now, dude. The physiological tasking on your body that type of flight takes, it's not for the average person, dude. Like my he's a pilot. He flies jets for the Navy, and dude, even that type of flying, it's insane. The beating that their bodies take, man.
Yeah, you can get 5-6 G's in a jet, right? Like a
5-6. You can get.
Look at this. This is
Spice
what
Girls?
my friend gave me for Christmas. Oh, she's giving it out to all. She's a realtor, right? Look at what it says. This is her.
Is it actually? Oh my
And
god!
it says "Spice Up Your Life" and it has all the Spice Girls on it, and it's a spice.
what kind of spice?
I know, what kind of spice?
I think it's like a garlicky, allspice.
It's garlicky. It's garlicky ricin.
It's dank swag.
But how freaking cute is that? It has her little info on it.
That is super cute.
Good job, Lisa.
Unless it's some garbage spice like thyme
Exactly.
or freaking.
And she literally says,
Fuck time.
call home spice or homie spice. That's cute.
That's pretty clever, dude.
So 19 G's in a space shuttle. 19 times.
I have no idea, but
Wow.
it is insane, dude. I would not even want that experience, dude. There's video that my husband had to take while he was going through school of him taking all these G's and this thing and you're
getting spun around on a stick. Yeah.
dude, it looks like his skin was going all down like this, and he looked like he was aging right before my eyes, like an Indiana Jones movie, when the freaking person melted. And
Oh yeah, I love that part. And the Nazi melts. I love when the Nazi melts. So awesome.
it was insane, dude. Like I feel like that takes a lot of like love that I don't have for space. Like space is super intriguing, but like honestly, I'm not about that life, dude.
Well, neither is Thrift Shop Hustler. He's never been to space.
I know, you've
Yeah.
never even been to space.
I want to go, man. What's up?
What's the escape velocity? How fast? Isn't there like a concept of escape velocity when you go up in a space shuttle and you have to get out of the atmosphere?
You are asking the wrong person, son.
He's like, bitch,
Now,
I have no clue.
Don't
I
let
sell clothes on
He
Poshmark.
doesn't have any love for space. And you're over here like,
I like
don't,
space.
dude. Do not let my husband hear this because he will come chime in. He'll be like, actually,
He'll come
like,
charging in.
yeah.
The exit velocity is 11.7 kilometers per second. Now, what makes that really interesting is that,
He's like that. Yeah, he's
oh,
definitely.
well, so he's like a rocket scientist. I met him for just a minute, and then he disappeared.
You know,
He grabbed an oyster and then disappeared.
wait, was he at the?
No,
party?
he came and joined us. I'm so happy and grateful that he did not show up at that party wearing his Polish flip-flops, dude. I would have died. He was wearing these like goat skin flip-flops.
He seemed like a very nice gentleman.
Jesus. I'm like, you left, you're in public wearing those.
Is that why he dodged out? Like you looked at him with an air
No
of
way,
disgust
dude.
or something?
I've in 10 years of being with him, dude, I've never gotten him to give up those damn flip-flops, so he's never gonna do it. He just won't. I wish I could show you. They're awful.
I'm the most unprofessional YouTuber. I literally just like I went from office to couch and now I gotta work somewhere, so I gotta get my laptop out.
Dude, when are you gonna make some more videos?
Never.
Come on.
I'm gonna make a video when my investor comes up next week. He doesn't know it yet.
Gonna be in
The
it.
50 Shades of Grey guy?
Yeah, that guy. Can we just call him that for now on?
Yes, we should.
The 50, I'm gonna let him know if that's his nickname.
Tell him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, don't go there. You don't want to.
I know. Don't just leave the old man alone.
Is Joe at work right now? Is he working?
No, he's sleeping. It was his birthday today.
Oh, no kidding! I gotta wish him happy birthday. Happy birthday!
That's why I bought the pot. He wanted one for his birthday.
Oh, nice.
I love Joe. He's awesome.
He's a good guy.
I just signed up for the makeup bag for a whole year.
Well, was there a wait list?
Yeah, but it said if you post this on your Facebook and you invite a friend, you get off the wait list. So I just sent something to Crystal at Go Plethora, and I was like, I'm only sending you this so I get off the wait list. You can just ignore it.
Oh, nice, Corey. You figured out the lower third.
That's the trick.
Yeah. So that's all you have to do is just post it on your fucking Facebook. Like anybody on my Facebook gives a shit what I post anyway.
I haven't used Facebook in like 7 months.
I know, dude. I hate Facebook so much, man.
It's so dumb, and it's like communicating with your grandma a little bit. The platform is so grandma-y.
That's why I have it. I mean, apparently, like Facebook groups are like the hidden gem of Facebook, but
they are. But you have to really be picky. Because I'm a part of a bunch of eBay ones that are just.
Oh my god! There's the people whinging and complaining about how many packs are in a box.
Oh my god! And blue door, red door. eBay is hiding my listings. It's all eBay's fault that my shit fucking sucks.
I have 50 Morona shirts and I can't sell one of them.
Oh my god, dude! Stop selling St. John's Bay shit. And
I have all these Walmart jeans for $99.99 and no one's buying them. I don't understand. Such a good deal.
Can one of you put the link to the hangout in the chat really fast?
Yes, right now.
Yeah.
There it is.
Floating is here. Hi, guys.
I am a part of a small vintage sellers group that Crystal and I are admins of, and it's great. It's only like 60 people, and they're amazing, and we have daily goals that we try to hit, and we share each other's eBay listings and Etsy listings. And
I want to be in that group.
Me too, man.
Hey, Mo's here.
Ooh.
Where are you guys seeing the cat?
You have to open another window.
Yeah, You got to go to YouTube, to Corey's YouTube channel, pop out the chat, and then have it with.
Got it.
HTTP.
But
you
you
guys,
gotta
colon.
Military Clothing was at the Christmas party. They drove from Arizona. They're in the chat right now. Hi,
I
guys.
know, they're awesome.
Yeah,
I
they
had
were.
a lot of fun talking to them.
I did too.
He sold a used chicken nugget
What?
container.
Oh.
He sold a used chicken nugget
They
container.
did. So they are like younger. They're in college, and they went to the McDonald's like special fancy sauce thing.
The Rick and Morty.
A schwoozen sauce, or whatever the hell it is.
So they got the sauce. They sold it for like $700 and something. But then he was smart, and he took the container of chicken nuggets. Even though nothing was special about it.
It didn't have a logo on it, nothing.
Didn't have a logo, but he included the receipt from the day that he went to get the sauce, and it sold for $30 and it went viral. It had 20,000 views on it.
Nice, dude.
Jesus.
So when people say you don't sell trash, you go, no, we literally sell trash.
We literally sold trash for $30.
Dude, an actual piece of garbage. I mean, somebody walked into my basement one time and they were like, so you're telling me that people will buy this stuff? And I'm like, yeah, look, somebody just bought something like as you were saying that.
That's the best feeling. That's what Poshmark needs. They need a cha-ching.
I agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'll open up Poshmark and it tells me, especially now with that new algorithm, it's like, you have 900 new followers. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Okay. Do I have anything good to look at, though?
I know. Comments, offers.
Thankfully, they do split that. I wish is something that I wish that Instagram would do. I wish they would have a split column like that where it showed you your comments and your likes
and followers. Yeah.
Who gives a shit about your likes? Like, I just want to see comments.
Yeah, me too. I miss a lot of them. I've been trying to get better at it, but yeah, I tend to miss a lot of stuff too.
There's a platform that's really, really similar to what you're called, like how Poshmark kind of works in a way in Argentina. It's called Mercado Libre, and you post stuff for sale, and there's an app. Most users are probably on mobile devices there even already, but people ask questions and you answer their questions, and it's like before anybody makes a purchase, there'll be like so many questions and comments. It's like these weird threads about products, and then you can link the threads about the product to other products, and like it's really interesting. But I mean, it's not cool. Like you can buy carburetors, you can buy carburetors on the site. It's not cool.
Spoilers.
I see, totally off subject, but somebody just sent me this. My buddy in the Silicon Valley always sends me these like, look at the money being raised over here, right? So did you see that Girl Boss? So Sophia just raised, she raised $3.1 million for her brand. Did you see this?
Jeez.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, so it says Vice meets Oprah, Love Child, Sophia Girl Boss Ambrosa, whatever her name is back. The former CEO and founder of online retailer Nasty Gal just raised $3.1 million in funding led by Lightspeed, blah, blah, blah. Girl Boss, a brand focused on redefining success for women. The new round puts the Girl Boss evaluation at $13.1 million.
What?
Damn, dude. She's just bouncing back from selling her company too.
And yeah, it gives her the ammo she needs to build a company she's envisioning as one part Vice, one part Oprah.
I like that.
What's the company though? Like media?
Starting with an eBay store in 06. Okay, so that's talking about what happened. The company filed for bankruptcy, blah, blah, blah. She's launched, She launched the Girl Boss brand from her best-selling business book about her journey, which was adapted into a Netflix series this year. Since then, she's launched a podcast called Girl Boss Radio and plans to cut distribution deals with partners for content, branding, advertising, swag, and events. Girl Boss has had 2 rallies so far with tickets selling for up to $700. Companies like Bumble have dropped 6 figures on ads.
Whoa.
Like having a headshot booth at the event. Dude, yes, this is it. Like this is where social media can take you. Check it out. Like they're just investing in her, period. They're investing in her social media brand.
That's crazy, right?
So I actually started looking into advertising on podcasts. My Favorite Murder, it's 25,000 to 50,000 per ad.
Jeez.
One time.
How many?
Well,
how
that's
many?
for their current episodes, right? Mid-show.
No, for like the old ones are like 25 and the new ones are like 50.
Yeah.
Wow. So they produce very desirable content.
So basically, okay, so this is what it says. Investors think the potential lies in the I don't know how to say this. Someone tell me what this is. I'm going to put it over here and someone can read it for me. It's Peloton.
Peloton?
Yeah, model.
Peloton is it's like a bicycle brand, like a cycling fitness
cycling thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Girl Boss also sold $65 digital tickets for each one of the rallies, which allowed attendants to view recordings and join a social media group, much like the cycling startup. Oh, that word does.
Peloton.
Light speed, their at-home guided workouts. Girl Boss sees this as an opportunity to scale ticket sales beyond their in-person reach. Damn.
That's crazy. They built their own apartment building here in Portland, Peloton.
Wow.
It's called Peloton Apartments.
But they literally just invested in her and her brand.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Are any of you guys on Steam It by any chance?
No.
Get on Steam.
What is that?
It's a cryptocurrency social media site. I've almost made $2,000 this year posting blogs and stuff on there. Yeah. It's cool.
I joined it because you posted about it. So I made an account because I like to make accounts in my name.
Yeah, smart.
Every single
to like save. Yeah, I've been doing that.
Social media pops up, even if I'm not using it, I'll go log my name because I want my name to be logged into anything that might get big.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something about that? When you signed up, did you get a response right away? Because some people have to wait forever to get an account for a Steam It.
Yeah, it was immediate. It was a while ago though. It was like when you first posted.
Ah, smart. Because now it's so hard to get. You have to almost buy your way in because there's a way to buy it your way in now. So yeah, if you guys see, it's just basically it runs off a cryptocurrency. It's its own thing, and it's like Reddit, and people upvote you and they give you money if your blogs are good enough. It's good for bloggers. I post my YouTube videos on there. It's just another avenue to advertise your brand.
Is that all you're posting? Like you're basically just posting your YouTube videos, or are you creating extra content?
I create extra content every once in a while, but it's basically a advertising generator for what I currently have on other social platforms, and that's been working well for me as that model. But if you're a blogger and you're really dedicated to making formatted blogs, like your Instagram photos would be perfect to do an Instagram photo and then do a little write up about it. And I hate to say this, but females do a lot better on that because dudes I want to follow, I want to support this. It's the truth, and so definitely look into that because photography is huge on that site. People have made thousands of dollars on one post.
Wow, I should definitely be posting over there. I have
every day. If you post something on like YouTube or something, just do a little blog post. Hey, check this out, like once a day. And don't lose your password. If you lose your password, you are fucked. You'll never get it back.
Really?
Yes. So don't lose your password.
It's encrypted pretty good.
It's like blockchain. It's crypto. You don't. You could change your password, but don't ever lose the original password. Look at Kayla.
Are you braiding your hair right now?
Yeah, she's bored of talking about passwords.
No, I'm not. I don't have anything to add to the conversation.
I guess the biggest question I have about cryptocurrency is at what point will there be old women ahead of me in line at any store? Just choose a store, and they're writing a check that takes 50,000 years to complete. Like when does that stop?
Never until
not anytime soon.
That stopped. That's just a dumb system banks made.
Here's the thing.
I don't even know. Checks are so dumb.
with
Stop
Bitcoin,
making checks.
there's a scaling issue, and they can't handle the transaction volume because it comes down to the blocks and being able to do the algorithm. That like Visa like does like 3,000 transactions a second or something ridiculous like that. The Bitcoin blockchain cannot handle that much information. There's other cryptocurrencies that could do it, but Bitcoin's not it. It's going to take mass adoption of one of these new cryptocurrencies that can handle mass instances of the thing getting pinged or whatever for it to actually be mass adopted. Right now, Bitcoin's basically a store of value.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of transactions on the network, and yeah, I mean, it becomes the big bank, but that is the problem as well. Like, there a lot of processing power. You can use the mining of other coins or the mining of other blockchains, different types of tokens
Like,
to power the Bitcoin to pull computing back from that network. But yeah, you're right. It's an excellent store of value, especially because of
so
its market cap is so high now.
so Jenny, to answer your question, it's not going to be mass adopted anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I think maybe like around 2020, maybe, because there's things called, like, there's Dash. There's another cryptocurrency called Dash that is more of a currency, a digital currency, than Bitcoin is. Bitcoin has lost its ability to transact really fast because of just the network's bogged down and just fees and everything. It doesn't make any sense because let's say you're going to buy a cup of coffee for $5 at Starbucks. It's going to cost you $10 to do that transaction, because of the fees, the minor fees. So it doesn't make any sense.
No. The small transactions have like almost no fee at all.
No. Look it up, dude. It's any kind of fee, dude. It's a transaction fee. You're moving like $5. It's going to cost that much, man. Because, okay, when you do the transaction, that's what goes on the blockchain. The miners have to find that transaction and approve it, confirm it. That's what Bitcoin's all about.
Yeah, they just confirm it. Exactly.
Yes,
They
but what I'm
confirm the
saying
transaction when they solve the block.
now, you can
But
change the fees to make it lower, but it's going to take like 1,000,000 years to get to your transaction.
no, each block for a block to be formed, you need enough transactions based on whatever those transaction fees
Not
are.
true. Not true.
Across the block so that you can mine a new block. So we're still in the
It's
phase
time.
we're still in the
It's time.
acquisition phase where there are still unmined coins. But once you get to mined like all coins are mined, then you have like the transactions are going to have to drive the network.
The ladies are
right?
like, what the hell are these freaks talking about?
No,
Yeah, sorry.
I'm trying to keep up, son.
Son?
So Bitcoin. So there are inflationary currencies and non-inflationary currencies, and the only non-inflationary currencies really are cryptocurrencies, because what happens is you need more money, you just
Not
print
true.
it, you've inflated.
There's other
No,
coins
no,
that are also.
you're not. No, you're not. Let me finish my statement.
Okay.
Can't do that with Bitcoin because there are only a certain number of coins minted, right?
How many? Do you know?
40 million. I don't know.
21 million. And it's supposed to come in like
That's
2006 or something like that.
That's irrelevant. To this conversation, what's really relevant is that there are a set number of coins, and we haven't reached that point yet. So once you reach the point where transactions being solved,
Paisley Bradley in chat.
don't the so if
Okay,
if
so
you
wait,
solve the
solve
data
all these
transaction,
right now.
you
I
get
can solve this
you,
debate. I can solve it. Go to Starbucks.
Nicole has the
How
answer.
much does it cost for a cup of coffee?
go get coffee and chill. I think we're arguing about the same thing, so I'm going to shut up.
I think so.
I think you guys are actually on the same page and you don't realize it. So
I think so.
started with it costs $10 to buy a $5 cup of coffee. So does it? Let's go try
It changes. The fees, the network fees change.
She's all, let's go try.
It's never like 100% of the transaction though.
Okay, so wait, how many Bitcoins have been mined right now?
I think like
about
16 million
14
or something
million
like that.
or something.
I'll look right now. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah,
You
around
guys.
14
How can I mine them?
You have to have a powerful computer, which no one has. You have to buy special rigs.
You can attempt to mine Bitcoin with your desktop computer.
Okay, so here it is. Okay, so you could mine Bitcoin in theory with your desktop, but the power is so small, it's like cracking a code. You'll be better off winning the damn lottery than mining
A million
Bitcoin
times over, probably.
a million times
Well,
over.
did you guys see that Netflix documentary about Bitcoin?
Yeah.
I think I saw it a while ago.
I remember there was a kid that was mining Bitcoin, and it was like an entire apartment filled with a network.
Exactly. It's way bigger than that now too. Like you need a house full of those things now.
You need like graphics cards set up, and like it's crazy. When I first started, I was able to mine Bitcoin on my laptop, but this was back when the difficulty was very low. The difficulty means
I mine Litecoin on my laptop.
Yeah, people were mining Litecoin.
You don't need to use GPU. Litecoin is CPU mining.
It's ASIC. It's like ASIC mining actually.
Did you actually successfully mine some?
No. I thought you were talking to me.
No, I am.
I would join a pool, which means when you join a pool, you take a group of computers and it's combined computing power to try to mine those blocks, and then if you get the blocks, you get a reward, and then they spread it out depending on your computer power. So that's a whole other subject in itself.
Yeah, really cool. It's like group asset acquisition.
And that's how my brother lost 6 Bitcoin a year or two ago, because in a mining pool you can bank your wallet, and then if you don't secure it, someone can go and hack your account and take your money, and that's what happened to him, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean the early mining pools were definitely not secure.
The early mining pools, right? Exactly.
Yeah, but now they're just using the same.
I remember mining the Kanye coin. Were you around for that when they had the Kanye West coin?
No.
Yeah, dude. And then he sued, and then they had to remove it the next day. But luckily for me, I got in, I mined it, I sold it for I don't know, it was like $100, and then the very next day they outlawed it. So luckily I got out of that whole thing real quick.
I mined some black coin early. I mined this one that was called risk coin or casino coin, and when you did a transaction, you could spin the wheel and you could risk the coins. There's all kinds of weird Bitcoin. There's all kinds of weird coin technologies.
You gotta join Steemit. It's gonna be the next. I don't want to say it's gonna be the next Facebook, but the momentum is definitely shifting to places like that. And you're gonna
sign in still. What is it? It's
Steemit.com.
I'm gonna look this up right now.
It's just another place. We're all using Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Google Plus to promote our shit. It's just another place to promote your shit, and you can get paid for it if you do it well.
That's cool. And is it peer to peer or no?
They have their own blockchain. So
that's cool. They have their own token.
It's their own blockchain.
Got it.
And I definitely suggest watching videos, tutorials before you start diving into it, because there's a lot to learn as far as there's different tokens that are involved. There's a Steemit is basically the Bitcoin of the Steemit. There's Steamback dollars, which is another thing. The Steamback dollars were $1 a month ago, and now they're $11 each. And I was able to cash a few of them out the other day. It's just crazy.
Join. Your voice is worth something.
So one question: are people mean on there?
No, because it's here's a difference between Reddit. If someone's mean, the other people that have stake in, it's called Steam Power, and the bigger your account is, the more Steam Power. People will downvote those people so bad out of oblivion that literally their freaking accounts aren't seen if you drop it to a certain level. Everyone starts at 25, but if you go below, start 10 or something. If you're a jerk, and a steam whale comes by and is this guy's an asshole, I'm gonna downvote his shit. You literally you're gone from existence. You need to literally build your reputation back up to get to 25 where people can actually see your post. It's actually really crazy.
Huh. That's one of the main reasons I stay off Reddit, dude.
Yeah, Reddit is scum and villainy. Reddit's the shits of the shits on the internet.
Yeah.
The thing is, yes,
I love Reddit. But I don't participate.
Me neither.
Well,
I'm just
I do participate, but I pick where I participate, right? I don't fucking talk in politics. I don't chat in Red Pill or any of that bullshit. Not that I can welcome.
Are you woke? Are you woke, Kayla?
But I just pick the subreddits that I want to participate in, and I just limit my views to those subreddits. And there's actually lots of really good information. The flipping subreddit has some really good posts in it.
After validating your sign-up request with us, we'll look over it for approval. As soon as your turn is up and you're approved, you'll be sent a link to finalize your account.
Yeah, fuck off, Corey. That's what they're saying to you.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't find my account, which sucks.
Oh no. Hopefully you have your password saved, because if you don't, States Place is gone forever on Steam It.
States Place version 1 anyway. Email. I'm
So
doing this right
basically,
now.
they're not letting anyone else in.
I'll post. You know what? I'll post a link to my actually Steam It account. I should have did that a while ago. Actually, I can't because I'm not a moderator in here.
Welcome to Steam It. Confirm
you know
your
what?
email.
I'll put it in the group chat, so you guys can see it, and you can see like basically how I run my Steam It. Actually, I made.
No, they're saying that States Place isn't a name, so maybe I didn't actually make it.
I'm gonna show you guys another site where you can go and you can actually buy your account. It's a way to circumnavigate the system, and it's gonna look all crazy and hackerish, but trust me, it'll work.
Yeah, I do. I trust you.
While we're here, can I ask a question about merch? What happened this week with merch?
Oh yeah, what's going on there?
Basically, they stopped everyone from being able to upload and change prices on stuff.
They basically lowered everybody's commission and stopped them from putting in new designs.
No, the lowering of commissions is going to be in January, I think. But they basically stop people from being able to upload, and change prices, because people do this whole price manipulation thing where they put it low, and if it starts selling, then they start raising the price till they find that happy medium. Oh, I love merch, man. Merch I can talk about for hours.
So tell me about. So are they going to open it back up? Like, what's the deal with it right now?
Okay, so they said December 12th that they were going to let everyone know if they're going to reopen up everyone's accounts to be able to download or upload. Okay, yes. So today, the 12th came and went, and they said, sorry, no soup for you. You're going to have to wait till the 19th. So the 19th is going to be the next time they're going to say, okay, are we going to open it up for them or not? So we'll see. Everyone that I've talked to says they're probably not going to open it up till January. They did this last year. I think it lasted till mid-January. And what they do is I think they just throttle the system, because there's literally millions of shirts that are getting sold and uploaded that it just taxes their system on Q4. That's just crazy.
So did anybody get in on the 12th, or is everyone frozen?
Oh my God. You know what? Today they just made an announcement that they're going to start. Oh, you're totally right. Today was a thing where they just said they're going to start rolling out the ability to upload again, but like in increments. So some accounts will have it or not for the next.
Yeah, they love that.
Yeah.
I
totally forgot about that.
Mine's been locked out since like I haven't been able to upload new designs since like September.
Wait, what? That's not.
Yeah, it randomly locked me out a long time ago. I'll show you.
Oh, you know what? I think I know what happened. Did you use your account? Like, did you leave it dormant for 2 months or longer?
I didn't upload designs for a long time.
That's you. They just your bye account. You have to upload, dude.
Yeah, you got to keep going or they lock you out.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I put my Steam It account in the private chat. You guys can take a look at it.
I see it. This is cool.
Let me see.
So I basically use Steam It to kind of sell my crypto shirts that I design, and I do my YouTube promotions through that. And if you click my wallet, that's what's great about cryptocurrencies, is everything's open ledger for the most part. So you can see like what I'm making every time I post, every time I edit a post. It's literally like set in stone. So you don't want to be a dick online, because someone could post like an employer can go like 5 years later and go, look, oh, what was this guy doing like 5 years ago? It's there in stone. It cannot be removed. So it's another great way to like kind of police people in a way, because if you're a dick, someone can go back and look at that.
Dude, your crypto kitty on a mug? Oh my God.
That's a whole other subject in itself.
Holy shit. I have several crypto kitties, by the way.
Do you? I tried. Did you see my video, or you saw it like organically?
I saw it organically.
Yeah.
I was like, I need these kitties. Like, I have 3 crypto kitties.
They're like Pokemon. They're virtual kitties. You can buy them.
Virtual, but mine are Generation 1. I have 3 Generation 1.
Really nice. Anyways, Nicole, so it's like a crypto kitty. It's like you mate them and you breed them, and then you can sell them for Ethereum, which is another cryptocurrency.
It's so ridiculous.
No,
The
but
idea
that
is completely
crypto
Can I
ridiculous.
get a crypto QWERTY is my only question.
Yes, look, they're starting to evolve into like birds and stuff.
Holy
Dude.
there's a Dracula one too. Did you see that one?
No, I haven't. I
Yeah.
haven't had time to mess with it. Like I haven't even been breeding my
Man,
kitties.
this is another rabbit hole we can go into.
I feel like we're all speaking different languages now.
We're
you
talking
had me
about
at
crypto kitties. You had me at kitties.
I'm in.
Go to
Collect and
cryptokitties.com.
breed digital cats. Sign me the fuck up.
So you need Ethereum.
You need
What the
Ethereum,
fuck?
And you need I
just
think
get some Ethereum.
you need like a MyEther wallet or something to be able to transact. What do you use, Corey? Do you use a MyEther wallet or it's something else
I
actually?
just want to play with
Yes.
cats on the internet.
I'll find out what the name is real quick. Hold on.
It's this silly Ether wallet.
I
got them. They were cheap though.
This is too much.
They were like 0.0006 Ether.
I was gonna say,
I'm
were
going
you
back to
were you in
Amazon
before?
shopping.
My Ether wallet. It's Mew. It's funny because my Ether wallet is Mew, like a cat. So I think that's where CryptoKitties came from.
It's
Like
MetaMask.
cats
MetaMask is the wallet that people are using for that. Anyways, no, get on Steemit. Like seriously, like you're gonna hear about Steemit next year, and you're gonna be like, "Damn, that thrift shop hustler, he was talking about Steemit, and I seriously missed the boat on that one."
I'm up there. Hey, you know what I think you guys should actually get into, like social media wise?
Yes.
The 360 app. So
that
they
Fuse.
have Fusion. They have a social media app, and they have a shit ton of people
Fuse?
on it already.
Let me write that down.
It's bigger in like other countries in America right now.
360 app, is that what it's called?
It's called Fusion.
Mm-hmm.
FYS.
The Dracula kitty. I'm looking at the Dracula kitty right now.
Cool?
But I feel like it's gonna start getting big in America.
Fusion app.
But
Hey,
Walmart just picked them up.
There's
So
a
Walmart
bird.
is gonna have 360 photos, you guys.
Of what? Of like stuff they're selling?
Yeah. So ModCloth, they're testing with ModCloth because Walmart owns ModCloth.
Yeah.
So ModCloth is going to have all of their items are going to be 360, so you can rotate your phone and see like a 360 view.
Crazy.
I hear talk on the street is that a certain platform is interested in it.
I wonder who that could be.
On. That someone else is big on in this chatty chat. Starts with a P.
Dude, that would be so awesome if we could get like either like even like what does Instagram have, that thing that like does the
boomerang?
Even if we could get that, dude, that would be amazing. Because just like some things you have to show, like you have to show how light bounces off of it.
It's like 100 times better because you can like zoom in and like
yeah.
Do you
seller app released? I'm working with them right now on it.
Do you need a special camera for that?
No, it's all your cell phone. Look at check it. I have it on my. I have the beta on my phone.
Yeah, let's check it.
It's really cool, you guys.
Corey's in crypto kitty hell. I can see it on his face.
I just want more of them. You can make like ridiculous numbers of crypto kitties, by the way.
So the beta app is not working because they're updating it right now. But check it out. So this is like a fuse, right? Can you see this? Like,
whoa!
on your phone, and the item moves.
It's like being on acid, but not really.
So this is the Fusion app that's available for everyone right now. Anyone can have this app. It's really cool. So like here's like some landscape bullshit.
Wow, that's fun.
So yeah, it's really big in other countries, but I feel like I can't believe the seller app is messed up. It's not working anymore. Oh, because the beta ended. That makes sense.
All your awesomeness broke it.
Seems like people like to like they want like a singular platform. You really have to have a powerful platform that like works for people to actually use it and continue to use it.
Well, I think that this is like Instagram in other countries almost. Like it's like really big.
Monetization is huge too, so that's a big thing. I don't use Instagram a lot because I can't monetize it correctly. I know you can do like, oh, go see my video or whatever, but I don't have enough followers to do those swipe up shits.
What do you mean? You need a certain amount of followers for that?
That's what I heard. I thought you need 10,000 or more to get the swipe up option.
Yeah. But even before I could do swipe up, if I looked at my traffic, the majority of my YouTube traffic comes from Instagram, which means Instagram is making me money. I had over 1 million impressions on Instagram this week.
Well, because people can swipe up. That's what I'm saying. For me, I can't monetize that yet.
No, before
the swipe up.
Oh, but how are you feeding the links?
I rarely swipe up my YouTube videos. I don't remember the last time I did swipe up my YouTube.
So wait, how did you do it? Did you just post a link in your description or in your post?
Yeah, Linktree.
Yeah, a Linktree.
Yeah, she has a really like long ass Linktree. Last time I saw.
Dang.
People
I'll look into that.
That's how I made like $2,000 in affiliate links, guys. Affiliate links make you more money than AdSense.
They used to. They didn't they drop the percentages that I saw?
I don't deal with like whatever, Amazon, whatever, but there's small companies will pay you more, right?
There's other affiliate links you're saying. Other than Amazon.
I did a one with
Corey.
What is the bookkeeping app?
QuickBooks.
Yeah, QuickBooks. I
made
like a few $1,000s from QuickBooks this year.
Yeah, dude, affiliate links they're the shit, dude.
Somebody wanted me to review some watch and put it on my stories. They were going to give me $500, and I was like, no, it doesn't fit with what I do.
Oh, you know who I think took that offer?
Who?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know for sure, actually, so I'm gonna shut up. But I saw someone like doing some shit with a watch. It was not that long ago, and I was like, "What? Okay."
I don't take things that don't fit on my on my thing.
I will. I'll fucking
gimme
some cereal, a watch. I don't give a shit.
You think that, but no. I used to be whenever I did like other types of shit. Like I used to be in these like. It's like a social media thing, and you go on there and you like show them the content you make, and then they like send you stuff or they'll pay you. And it gets to be overwhelming because like a lot of it's crap. And so now
I wouldn't actually do it. I think that unless it's super like appropriate, it seems really cheesy and obvious.
Yeah.
Like the stuff that fits with what you do, it makes sense, but
like seltzer. I love New York seltzer.
Have I told you guys how thirsty I am?
It's so refreshing.
Every time I say Taco Bell, I get $3. Oh my gosh.
That's definitely something worth looking into, affiliate links, because now that, the ad revenue is like kind of crappy on YouTube, but I don't have a very big YouTube following. But I feel like it's harder to build a following on YouTube than it is on Instagram.
It is, absolutely.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Because people have to sit down and actually commit to watching a certain amount of time, whereas on Instagram, they're just scrolling.
Yeah, I get the instant satisfaction of distraction on Instagram, and I can go back to doing what I was doing. Like sometimes I just need a slight bit of distraction.
And then Corey tags me on some random shit, and I'm like, what the hell is this? What is this relevant to me, sir?
There was something I tagged you on that was really funny because I thought that you would think it was really funny, but
what was it?
Apparently not.
I've probably tagged you once.
You're like, yeah, dick.
No. Just because you're mean to me doesn't mean I won't tag you.
You know what's funny? It's like brotherly love, man. I love to bust your balls and consider that like that's brotherly love. That
Thank you.
If I didn't like you,
I never had an older younger brother.
I would never talk to you or give a shit. Like, but that I'm busting your balls. That means that I really like you, man.
Oh, I love you too, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't mind my balls being busted. They should be. It makes me a better person.
It does. It builds character.
Yeah. That's why I have such great character now, because everybody's been busting my balls my entire fucking life. I never get away from that shit. What did I tag you on? I tagged you on the He-Man thing.
Oh yeah, no, I'm talking like stuff before. I'm glad you sold that for $99. That's good for you.
Yeah, you were on the show when we were talking about it, so I thought, that's how long it took to sell, because it sold the day that I posted that, which was yesterday.
Did you test the microphone and everything?
Yeah, it worked.
Good, cool.
Yeah, it's odd, but we're good. I couldn't. You know what the biggest problem was is packing it. When I tried to take the purple thing off the top, there's another thing that like locks into place, and I couldn't take it apart, so I had to put it in a giant box. I would have had to break it to take it apart.
Yeah.
So it's pretty enormous, but you know.
How did you ship it? UPS? FedEx?
FedEx. I don't really use UPS that much. I mean, it's sold on eBay.
Does FedEx, is it cheaper? Because I never even looked.
They're very competitive. UPS and FedEx are very, very competitive.
It's like a tribal thing. You like FedEx, so you go with FedEx.
No, it's just easier to use through eBay. I mean, Amazon's the UPS company and eBay is the FedEx company.
Gotcha.
I mean, I can send. That's the greatest thing about FBA. I can send a 35-pound box to Amazon for $12. It's so cheap because they give you their shipping rate on that, but that's it.
Yeah.
So their shipping rate is crazy low.
It's really cheap.
Really, really inexpensive. But yeah, it's I won't tag you on anything anymore. I'm sorry.
Dude, I'm just busting your balls. Please tag me on the random cat
ever
photos
again.
and shit.
Man, no memes for you, man.
I'm gonna make one of all my crypto when I get like when I breed like 18 crypto kitties.
When you're driving around in your Lamborghini filled with crypto kitties. Done.
Ooh, that'd be awesome. I want a custom crypto kitty Lamborghini. So it's actually it'll purr.
How did you people learn about this? Like,
dude, my
you just
friend
live
Brian.
on the internet? I thought I lived on the internet.
I don't even live on the internet. A friend of mine was like, a friend of mine from high school was like, dude, like, this is really weird. Look at this. I was like, whoa, why do I like this?
Yeah,
Am I that stupid?
Yeah, my brother was a miner in 2012 and got me into crypto. So thankfully for him.
Yeah, well, yeah, dude, I'm sure it like panned out for you because you got in like pretty much ground level.
I don't have any of my crypto that I had from the back in the day. I lost most of it.
Oh, that's right. You said
due to stupidity. I sold most of it because I had to pay bills. And that's life. That's crypto life. You lose it. You learn to, I guess the kids call it hodling these days, where you hold it, you don't spend it, you just buy it and just put it away as like a savings account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen like the rise of crypto trading and it freaks me out so bad.
I lost 250,000 Ripple on Crypsy when Crypsy went under. And that is almost worth $1 each. So I lost pretty much almost $250,000. But back in the day, it was worth, one Ripple was worth like literally like a thousandth of a cent or something like that. It was ridiculously low.
It's a shame that doggy coin.
Today's valuation.
Today's valuation, because you're going to hear a lot about Ripple on the interwebs because I guess like certain companies are going to start using it for something or another. I didn't even look into it.
Dude, I feel like I have so much to catch up on in that aspect because, like, honestly, I feel like I'm a 105-year-old lady, and you guys are like trying to explain an iPhone to me because I'm like, oh, is it like a Facebook?
Well, there's a lot of great YouTube videos. Just look up what is Bitcoin, and there's like a 2 or 3 minute video that's like got 1 million views or more, and it literally breaks it down, and you at least can start there, and then you could read the white papers and all that kind of shit and go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah,
please have a contest for the opportunity to name one of your crypto kitties. Says
yes.
That's amazing.
Perfect.
Wait,
I never have ideas like that.
He's trying to charge me $100 for one of my crates.
Huh?
Wait, what?
Who?
$103 I was billed for one crate.
Who? Like, who's
From
billing you?
FedEx, just so I have like an account with them.
Oh, FedEx. I missed that part.
They're trying to say it cost $96 in transportation charges.
Yeah.
Must have been shipping to Jenny and her alligator moat.
It went to Pennsylvania.
I don't have alligator, son. I have like orca whales.
Nice.
Was it over a certain weight or
fucking unicorns and shit?
They're trying to say it was 71 pounds.
No, somebody made a mistake. Was that like? Did you ship like a lot of things?
Yeah, I always do. But I mean, like, I would never ship. It wasn't a 71-pound package. It was a 2-pound package.
Oh.
How do I fight this?
You got to go down there. You got to stand at the desk and be like, "What The hell is this?
No, probably just call them, dude. If you have a big account.
Yeah, I'd call them first.
The poor, like, freaked out teenagers are gonna be like, I don't know, man. Sorry.
Yeah, here's $100. Like, leave me alone. I worked at a call center for like Verizon for a couple of months, and they were like, you are empowered with $50. Like, you don't have to ask to spend the $50. So if anybody called me, I would give them $50.
Jeez, that's nice.
They never
Really
even knew.
fired you.
Nope, never got fired. I was one of the top, like, top ranked people in the. I got like bonuses and stuff for having fast phone calls, because I'd be like, cause you had to have fast phone calls to get your bonus. So I'd be like, oh, awesome. If there was a problem with the bill, I'd be like, listen, we're gonna give you $50. If it happens again, let us know. See ya. And sometimes if somebody didn't give me any shit, I would just give them $50 after the phone call, just like credit their account.
Holy moly.
I did that to like hundreds and hundreds of accounts. So that was pretty fun.
Dude, when I worked at Apple, we had to, dude, sometimes I'd be on the phone so long with these people, but they didn't care about that.
Yeah.
What they cared about is that the person didn't call back more than once for the same thing. And you had to like really, like, it had to be kind of a really special circumstance where you could give them up to like, I think it was $225, maybe like $220, something like that. But I mean, you could do it, but it would have to be like a really, like, we really messed you up, dude. And anyway, like, what is $220 gonna get you with Apple, dude? Like, a couple of freaking extension cords, some chargers,
some earbuds, because I really want those.
Oh yeah, well, we didn't have those, dude. I hope I get those for Christmas, but we didn't have those back then. Like the AirPods or whatever.
AirPods.
Yeah.
Is that like Airbud? I'm not moving AirBuds. Airbud. I'm gonna go watch Airbud. Anyway, everybody, I think this is a great time to wrap all this up. That was great.
Cool.
Stream of nonsense. We talked about Poshmark. We talked about cryptocurrency a little bit. We talked about how cool Kayla's hair is. We followed Nicole home. And we found out that the thrift shop hustler doesn't like when I post when I tag him on Instagram. So
everyone tag him.
Yeah,
on everything.
So exactly. So anything you post, everyone who's watching this, just tag thrift shop hustler all the time.
Good.
Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody in the chat, and thanks for coming and talking and providing this place to do so. Bye bye.